Right, let's get on here. Just wait for some people to join. Dropped. Yeah, sorry, mate. My apologies. How are you, mate? You right? First. Quick, right, it drops. Quick. Look, you're my number one fan. Look, you're my number one fan. Please don't break my feet or chop them off. I trust you dropped. I know you wouldn't do that to me. You wouldn't do that. Yeah, you're my number one fan, apparently. How does that feel? How does that feel to be my number one fan, dropped? Hello, Sharon and Tom. How you doing? You right? Show you some of the projects I've been doing soon. I'm just going to get the pop-up chat on. I shall be done in a second. Right. Dropped it after all these streams. It's all paid off. Yes. Yeah, you're my number one fan. Number one. What's that say? Leaderboard, the drops, number one. Sharon and Tom, number two. You're number two on the leaderboard. Apparently, dropped, you got 75 XP for being my number one fan. Keep it up. I don't know what you're going to get. Nothing at all, probably. I'll tell you what, though, dropped. It turns out, you know, Nightbot has a Nightbot pays attention to how many comments people do, and often you're the number one commenter anyway. So yes. So I have been making a few things to sell. Well, it is. These things are to sell. They're basically to take to the meets I'm going to. But mainly to take to the Wales one, because the amount of stuff that I sell there, I've only ever been once, but the amount of stuff I sold was mental. So it's worth taking stuff there. And the thing is, with pretty much every single thing I make, I can sell somewhere else anyway. You know, someone else will always buy it. Hello, Aya Bree. How you doing? You all right? Sorry if I butchered your name there. So yeah, so I'll be making stuff to hopefully take to one of the smaller meets, just like 6 things, see how they sell, and if they sell, that'll give me some money, spending money for going to Wales. You know, and if not, I'll sell them at the Wales one, or I'll sell them some other time. I mean, I'll put them in a giveaway. So I'll show you that in a minute. 29 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Duffmaster said, "Do you have a Tommy?" No, I don't. No. Imran, how you doing? You all right? Yes. So how is everyone? Hope you're all good. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Rest up, Glacial. Said $100. What's that for? Is that what you're going to donate? Or Duffmasters, what's your favourite gun? That one just there. That one just there. Rest of Glacial said $50. I don't know what you're counting down, mate. No, he said 25. Dominic said, I have chicken nugget cannon bitches. Nice. Good for you. Congratulations. Sorry, dropped. I missed your comment there. I know, he was saying like the stream, everyone. It's happened already. Renato said, good evening. What do you think of the new Revo 7? Well, I wouldn't mind one. Very expensive, though. But my good friend Tom has got one. And he's promised me I can borrow it. Or at least test it. So yes, I look forward to that. Cheryl said Tom has been repairing and fixing damaged bolts while Daisy and I watch Lady Gaga concert from Brazil. Nice. Nice one, Cheryl. Sounds like a good day. Miley Cyrus's new album came out today, and I've not listened to any of it. I'm going to buy it first, but I need $12.99 first before I can buy it for myself. I'm going to buy it on CD. Yes, I like physical things. Hello, we got a fish. How you doing? You all right? So, I've made a smaller Tomahawk. It's a very nice size, I think. I think ideal. Take a look at that. Because the other one I made was massive, really. Do you know what I mean? And it's nice, but if you want a nice little small Tomahawk, there you go. So I made that the other day. Well, I finished it today. I'll show you some of the other stuff in a minute. Milspec Chris said, "Are those replicas?" It's a bit of everything, really. I've got DX replicas, air guns, airsoft, but none of them are firearms. Not up there. I don't have firearms because I don't have a license. Cheryl said Tom loves his Revo 7 and just ordered the £120 limb and heavier bolts for it. Nice. Are they now actually making these? Well, they are. They're making better bolts for these things now. First, so people like me don't have to keep making them, or Tom. Imran said, "I have registered weapon manufacturing in Pakistan. Would like to import weapons at a reasonable price. Depends what they are. Email me if there's something legal." Maybe we could work out a way that you could send me stuff. I could review it for you. Renato said, "What I like about the Revo 7 is the system that drops one bolt to one seems to be less prone to dry fire." Oh, yeah, good point. Neil Spectre said, "Oh, okay, I was curious. I know the gun laws out there are pretty rough." Yeah, so what I've got, all this stuff on display, because if I did have a firearms license, it would have to be locked up anyway. I could put them up to do a video, but it would be too much bother. So yeah, a display like this, but you know, the swords and the knives are all real. Yeah. Breezy, he said, "Imran, how many are we talking about?" Petru, how you doing? And Irfan said, "Which country off your mind?" From England. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone, by the way, please. So yeah, I made that. Something I used to make these years ago, but I haven't made one for about 10 years. I think these will probably sell well still. I've dropped. You're not the first dropped commenting. So these are my survival pry bars. So it's slightly shorter than your average pry bar. It has a cutting edge, a bit for a ferro rod. There's a survival kit under this paracord, and you have a sharpened hook there to sort of cut things like seatbelts. That there is a tin opener and bottle opener, and that is a large flat screwdriver and also a prying section. So you've got a very compact sort of multi-tool there. I'll probably do those to sell again, but I just thought I'd knock one up for one of these meets just to see what people think of them, because everyone's always liked them and everyone's always wanted them. Well, you could probably use any parts of that as a glass breaker, Reese, to be honest. Forrest said hello, and they are from America. Reese's Pieces, is that a Narinko? Yes, it is. Yes, Narinko Type 86S bullpup rifle. Yes. Imran said, "Yes, only legal and security cleared, can export arms." Yeah. Oh, Imran, if someone puts in the word !email, my email will pop up on the screen, and you can then send me. You'll find out my email. Hello, Zed. He said, "By the way, are those guns real?" There's your answer to that. I don't think there was any point putting that on today. It's not fucking on. It's backwards, isn't it? Thank you, dropped. Callie Cush said, the handle right next to you. The handle right next to the blade is a bad idea. I don't know what you mean. Blade is normally very close. You're the only person I've ever heard say that. You mean for this? No, that's all right. That's perfectly safe. That's perfectly safe. I'll tell you what, dropped. I didn't get the fucking Y right. I had to redo it. You can see the original Y underneath. That's not so easy doing your Ys. So I commend you on your stuff you wrote on your arm. Unless you do a straight down Y. The Tuxter said, "Badass Arsenal, bro." Thank you. Thank you. Mardi Fayazi. Sorry if I butchered your name there. I'll say hello. I don't know what you're writing there. Yeah, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Callie said, "Your hand can slide if you don't grip it tight. You put a lanyard on." No, I get you, though. I get you. But you can have a lanyard on. If you put a lanyard on it, which this has got a short lanyard, if you held that in your fingers like that, or even 4 fingers, right, like that, your hand can't slip up. You know what I mean? It's all right. The thing is, I get you. That is a real thing. That is a. No one's ever mentioned it about those. That is a thing, though. Yeah, it is a thing that you can. Your hand can slide up, but you know, I suppose you just have to know how to use the item, don't you? Imran said, "How much is M4 carbine?" Can't remember. That's a BB gun. That one. The top said capital letters, man. They're like a shortcut. Yeah, I fucked up and did a curved one. Like if I'd have done the wires straight down, but no, I messed up. Yeah, no, I totally get you, Cali, because I totally do, mate. Yeah. Dark said the true American is right here. I'm English, mate. Bourbon said bro is ready to defend the home base. Gabrielle said playing Elden Ring today. I haven't got Elden Ring, but I have got the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remastered. Emaria said that Groza with the AK bayonet goes insanely hard. I'll tell you what that is. That's a Narinko Type 86S bullpup rifle, but looks like a Groza. Cheryl said, we are going to have a t-shirt made for you that mirrors are those guns real for your lives. Underneath it says, squeeze them and find out. Yes. Great idea. Fucking hell. I do like that. Imran said M4. I don't know, but it's a BB gun. It cost me about 100 quid. Right. What's everyone been up to anyway? I was going to block the words I lose gun feels. No one said it tonight. How you doing, Bill? You all right, mate? So yeah, what else have I been doing? I made a couple of key rings. So these are available on my shop. If you put ! shop, these come up. And I don't know why I'd never done this before, but when I was dyeing them, I thought, oh, actually, if I go easy, these don't have the key rings on yet. I've got the key rings there. Look at that. I've put less dye in the actual middle bit, so it actually stands out more. Oh yeah, you said it, Zed. I forgot about that. I was ignoring that one. So yeah, these are the two little ones. They're made of leather, and then you get these slightly bigger ones. But yeah, I hadn't thought of deliberately not dyeing the actual logo as much. Yeah, it shows up more, don't it? And then I've got a couple of patches there. These are sew-on patches. It's not the best lighting in here, but yeah, the actual logo is lighter than the outside. It does make it pop, doesn't it? Drop much better. They're sew-on patches. They've even got the holes ready done, so you don't have to do anything. Hello, Nick. How you doing, mate? You all right? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Hello, number 4. The marker position said, do you have any bows? No, I do, but I can't get them at the minute. I've got 2 bows that my brother made me, like long bows. One's a standard longbow, one is a takedown longbow. You can open it up in the middle. And I've got a 32-pound compound bow. Bill said, any word on the redback? Keep messaging me, mate. Don't worry, it won't like get on my nerves or anything. Email me again. Just email me again saying, Mike, can you remember about that redback? Because it's all right mentioning it on here, but by the time unless you say it like the very last thing at the end of the live stream, it's 3 hours into a live stream where I've been constantly, you know what I mean? So I forget. But I will do it. RB said, are they all deactivated something? Pretty much. Something. Drop said, how much of that huge piece of leather have you got left? Not a lot. Maybe 2... not much more than a t-shirt size now. Front of a t-shirt. Maybe the size of... So if you laid a hoodie down, maybe about the size of a hoodie. I don't know. Zed said those keyrings are pretty sturdy. I had one on my keyring for years now, and it's all fine. Thank you, Zed. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? And they do last. Yeah, I did. I never really thought about putting less dye in the middle. But yeah, fucking really makes the logo sort of stand out. What I've done, again, I've made those to take to the sort of preppers meets things. And, you know, if they don't sell, they always sell somewhere else. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I just thought I'd knock up some things just for just to take, because it's a little bit of, you know, some of it's a bit of advertisement, some of it's a bit of money. You know what I mean? Hello, Pete. How you doing, mate? There's a community ranking now. Let's see where Peach is in the ranking. You better get commenting, Peach, because currently you are number. Oh Christ, Peach, you're 32. You're number 32. Renato Bacteria is number 1. Yeah, get commenting. You don't want to not be first. Josh said, "Thank fuck, Peter's here." Pete said, "Gone then." What the community fucking I can't. Community ratings. 51 people. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Zed said, "Okay, that's a strange thing with number 3 on it." Yeah, you are rated number 3 right now, Zed. I think you've only commented like 3 times as well, haven't you? Unless I've been missing them. That's bizarre. Candy Kush said, "All of those handguns are nice. Thank you." Yeah, that's not even all of them. That ain't even all of them. So yeah, don't forget to like the stream at least, everyone. Yes. Lil Bro said, "Love the background." Thank you, I appreciate that. So the other thing I was making was some of those self-defense. They're all real. That's your answer to that. We didn't create mathematics and I hate it here. Why? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? Why do you hate it here? I'm here for you, bro. Come on, I'll give you a virtual hug. Does that make you feel better? Whatever you want, ask. I can deliver virtually. Joe said, "Is our metallic on tonight?" I recommend you. No, don't actually. She might pop on for a little bit. She's had a weird, stressful day today, so she might not. I was going to say go message her, but she did say to me she might not be on tonight because she's not in the mood for people. But she might pop on. Random Bike says, "What's your favourite gun?" That one just there. Chinese Type 86 says bullpup rifle. Imran, I can't answer you. That I told you that's a BB gun and it was worth about 100 quid. No, bro, so what's your favourite gun? That one there. Chinese Type 86S bullpup rifle. Don't forget to like the stream. Hello, Mustafa. I do not have an SVD, so I cannot show you it. Hello, Linda. She said, "Give me a gun." Right, so I've been making those collapsible, retracting, extendable walking sticks. When I was with Metallic and Dulcie at the American base, we went in their charity shop and I got some stuff out of there I got 2 motorbike handles for something like $3. So it was about 2 quid. There's the handles there. Fucking nice handles as well. So I made another 2 extendable, retractable walking sticks. Lovely handle on that. It's got a lanyard that's actually connected into the handle. The handle is screwed on. There's wood inside there that's screwed into the handle, so none of that will ever come off. Savitar said, "Why do you speak like Richard Hammond?" Because Richard Hammond comes from the same country as me. That's why. He is English. I'm English. We're taught the same. John Wick said, "Nice." Yeah, so what it is, you can have it as a nice, full, extending walking stick. Let me just put the fucking... it's a full-length walking stick, but you can also have it fully retracted for carrying around. And, you can imagine the rest. Mark 4 said, "If the British ever need that, what kind of guns they gave up? Bet they don't know my name's a British firearm." Most probably wouldn't. So I've made 2 of those. They'll be getting taken to the to the meats, and hopefully people will buy them. If not, again, I know people who will buy them. That's the good thing with most of my stuff, is, you know, if I don't sell them at these places, there's plenty of people who will buy them, or there's, you know, I can keep them for giveaways. My favourite out of a Desert Eagle and a 45 revolver would be a .50 Action Express Desert Eagle. I need to get my gun books out so I can be well up on my guns now. John Wick, who was #1 fan, he said, "Good self-defense that you can buy one." Exactly. Well, can you buy one? What country are you in? If you're in the UK, I could buy one. I could sell you one. Sorry. Hello, Saint. How you doing, mate? 56 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Where are you all from? Let's do that one, shall we? Tell me where you're from, and I'll tell you which was the best country. Mustafa said, "Can I see an MKM weapon?" Oh, by the way, on live streams, you can't hold any guns. The live stream will be shut down. John Wick, if you're in the UK, send me an email. Put exclamation mark email. My email will pop up, and you can email me, and we'll sort it out. Cheryl Brown is from Scotland. TGL is from the USA. The Dropped is from the Woods. Saint is from Fingers Cut Off Yet. He said, "Finally got my UK legal." Nice. I'm glad you finally got something, because apparently every time I tried to help you, I never did, because I never had an answer for you. Nick's Knives would have known a good one. He's on tonight. Sabotage from South Africa. Smoking Barrel said, "Do you need a license to buy from yourself in the UK?" If I was buying and owning firearms, I would need a license. Bill said, "Mike, a full auto crossbow was invented." I saw that. Yeah, my apologies. I tried to help you with the non-locking thing, but I could never fucking get you an answer. Yeah, I bet Cape Town is hardcore. Well, that's what I've been making. I should be making some bandana weights tomorrow, which again is another legal carry self-defense item. Rich, what you been up to? Richard is from Alaska. Same here. That's where I used to come from. I used to come from Alaska. Now I come from England. Bill said it's on George's channel. Oh, no, because I don't actually sub George, because there's too many videos on there that irritate the fuck out of me. So what I do, I just check it out every now and then. And I did check it recently. Saint said, "Saw you reposted your video about the Bowie. The bottle cutting was majestic." Thank you, mate. It's been a while since I've done any bottle cutting. Yeah, I had to delete the video because I'd accidentally left like 3 minutes blank after the fucking footage. Rushing about, you see. My days have been, because I've got stuff coming up that I need to do, my days have been get up, do a basic workout, reply to some stuff on YouTube, have my lunch, do as much filming as I can for stuff, and then afterwards, in the evening, go in the fucking shed. Zed said, "Anyway, Mike, what's the next Spyro stream? When's the next Spyro?" I'm not sure. It might still be a couple of months unless I put repeats on. I'm working on Series 2, Episode 1 right now, and I've put a couple of new clips on. I've not put a couple of new clips on. I've made a couple of new clips. When I say I've put them on, what I do, I back up my videos on YouTube privately, so that if I ever lost them on my computer, I've still got them online. Couple of months, hopefully within a couple of months, I want to get this next episode done, and I should have enough new clips for quite a few. Yeah. Drop said his channel finally popped up on my YouTube. Didn't watch it, but found it strange that it's taken this. That is strange, actually, isn't it? That is strange. And Charlie said, "Do you have an AK?" I've got a Bullpup AKM just there. Bill said his channel is a real game changer, eh? Like, yes. There's too much bullshit on there that does my head in. I don't mind watching some of it, but a lot of the time I have to watch him on silent as well, because he irritates the fuck out of me. Joe said, "I have the Spyro Christmas song well in hand." Nice, yeah. Yeah, so obviously, because that's why there's been no Spyroverse stuff. The reason there's been no Spyroverse stuff is because I've been working on the Christmas episode, and I've had to stop now, because otherwise I'll just keep doing that. Zed said, "When will you read Tactical Story?" I'm not sure if I've read that or not. I'll have to check. See, the thing is, I'm behind on all that shit as well, Zed. I'll have to check that I have or haven't. I can't actually remember. Can you remember a basic plot? Let me know. I'll tell you. I may have read it. I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember. John said the best thing to AK-47 is an AK-47U mini AK. Yes, that's the best AKM you can get there. Rid of that crappy short I did where I pulled 110-pound bow with one finger, got 1,600 views and gained me 3 subs. Nice, congratulations. That's decent. There you go, Rich. That's the way to go. Put shorts on, and then and start live streaming. Dad said you haven't read it. I don't know. There's a few that I don't know anymore. I've got it all in folders and I'll check it all. Sabotage said, have you ever shot someone? No, I haven't. No. Joel said, nice, Rich. You could lift me with one finger. Daniel said, aren't guns illegal in the UK? Not these ones, aren't. No, you just need a license. If you in the UK, you can have firearms. You just need a license. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Guns are not illegal in the UK. They're not. That's a lie. Yeah, like a TV license. Yes. Saboteur said, would you shoot someone if need be? Look, if I was in a war, and it was called upon, yes, I suppose I would. Stain said, gun license, driving license, TV license, fishing license. We got them all. Exactly. Yes. Shotgun license is pretty easy to get. Pretty much anyone, if you ain't got a criminal record, can get shotgun license. Piss easy. Firearms license is a bit more difficult, but you know, you can get them. You can if you have a reason to shoot it. I don't know what fucking reason you would have. You can own and buy in the UK a 50 cal rifle. You can buy that. I could show you an English catalogue that has 50 cal rifles in the back of it with English prices, you know, to prove that. Yeah. Drop said, here we go. What's the longest gun you've ever shot? Mine would probably be, the longest gun I've ever shot would probably be a a fully silenced, as in the whole entire barrel is a silencer, 410 shotgun, which is pretty short, to be honest. Just like me, I've only ever shot shotguns. Scott said 50 cal, you know, for squirrel hunting. Yeah, I don't know what the reason would be for it. What the fuck you'd have to have, you know, what excuse you'd need for it. I have no idea. But yeah. Thank you, Drops. Yeah, I couldn't do that myself then. Written, no country for old men shotgun then. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Saint says, was that an actual thing over here? Not old enough to remember gun catalogue, so I only remember the arguments. I could probably get you a gun catalogue right now. The problem is, yeah, there was a thing called Gun Mart. Probably still exists now, Gun Mart. And that sold everything in it. And the majority of the stuff in that was firearms. Yeah. Renato said, what is the maximum ammo capacity that can be held in the magazine? I'm not sure about that. John Wick said, oh, I've seen a squirrel attack people once. I've eaten a squirrel's heart. I've eaten a squirrel's heart. Boiled. It was fucking luscious. I now have the power of a squirrel inside me. I ate its heart and I took on its power. It's a true story, by the way. Thank you, Trot. Cheryl said, I feel sick. What? What's the matter, Cheryl? What's the matter? Oh, what? The eating the squirrel's heart. It was cooked. It was cooked. I went round my twin brother's house and he'd caught a squirrel and he was preparing it to eat and he was boiling a couple of squirrel hearts and he put one on a fork and said, do you want to try a squirrel heart? And I went, yeah, right. Lovely. Same thing explains why you're nuts. That is a true story. Rita said, what's the most you ever lost on a coin toss? Call it. You have to call it. I can't. It won't be fair. Yes. Afshin said, hi, how are you? Yeah, true story. And then one of the times I went round Metallic's house, we had a nice bit of squirrel. She's got the squirrel fur now, the squirrel pelt. John said, married into owning a gas station. It's lucky I watched No Country for Old Men recently. I do like that film. Josh Brolin in that's very, very good. I like him in that, and the character is quite likable, and he does actually do some sensible things. It's not like the usual love shit where, I know spoiler alert, he does get caught in the end, but he does actually do some sensible real life sort of things. Dan said, have you ever thought of why you're doing this, you sad cunt? Every day, mate. Every day. Bill said, that's why you're such a nut, mate. Yes, exactly. Zed said we can have 2 rounds in a magazine, 1 in the chamber. Oh, that's for shotguns, though. Yeah, I don't know about rifles. I don't know about bullet rifles. I have no idea. Dan, I don't know. I think about that every day of my life, though. It was a grey squirrel. I'm not catching or killing red squirrels. That'd be illegal. Oh god. Yeah, it's the last time. One of the times I went around Metallics. It does make a difference because you get done for doing one of them. No, grey squirrels in the UK are actually classed as pests, so you can kill them, you can hunt them. It's basically pest control, which is what my brother does. No, you can have more than just 2 shots in a rifle can't you? You sure? I did not know that. Are you sure? No, because I did not know that. I did not know that. So I thought, all right, fair enough. If that's right, I did not know that. I thought, yeah, I read that wrong because you read. Yeah, it's all right. Anyway. I did not know that. Did not know that. Even 2. I'm sure you can have a magazine with more than just 2 in it, can't you? Drop said, I don't know what colour it is, but I know they have red blood. How did you dispatch? Well, I didn't. I didn't, Bill. It was my brother, but normally he traps them and then shoots them. But red squirrels, you can't kill them anyway. Bill said, depends on the caliber. If it's 2, there isn't a limit. Fair enough. Yeah, no, he traps them and shoots them. Unknown said, I stuck it in my pet chicken, but it got stuck. This is Unknown saying this, by the way. Before someone tries to clip it and say it's me saying it. Chris Gazzo, he said, are those guns real? The answer is yes. Do you mean are they firearms? That's a different thing. It's 51 people. Don't forget to like the stream. I'm in England, Stephen. John said grey ones are evil. Well, as I say, they're pests, so you're allowed to shoot them. Pest control. So yeah, I was around Metallics and we had a bit of squirrel for our dinner. Lovely. And she's got the pelt now, which she did herself. When I said, at what age should a man rightfully throw in the towel if he's been rejected and ignored by women all his life? Never, mate. Never give up. Never give up, Wenner. Never give up, never surrender. Yes. Don't do it. If not, save your money up. Go and get an escort. I'll sort you out. Whip said, don't think that's legal in England. What is Whips? Every single thing I own is legal. I do not have a single thing that is illegal. Bill said, now I have to get a new beer, damn it, on a walk. See you in a bit, Bill. But yeah, Bill, don't worry about keep messaging me. That's fine. Chris said, what's your favourite weapon on your wall? That's hard to say. I do quite like some of the stuff I've made. I don't know. That knife is quite special to me. That sword is quite special to me. By the way, those are not knuckle dusters. This is a... I put this up here because it looks like one. That's a hand strengthener. And that is a Christmas ornament that you can't put your fingers in. Before someone says, you got knuckle dusters. I don't. Everything I have is legal. Oh yeah, when you give up when you start claiming you're a werewolf. There you go. That is the true answer to that. Thank you, Rich. It's a shame there's no. Well, no, there are women on. Cheryl, give him some advice. Cheryl, you need to give Wenner some advice. I'm not the person to do this. Cheryl or any other women watching, give Wenner some advice. I can't do it. Oh, some of the blokes who've got missuses. Go on, you give them some advice. Thick Fat Chonka said, can you show 2D pistols from the left? Hang on, what do you mean? I've got no 2D pistols. 2D pistol, I could... Hang on. I am not the man to disappoint you. Maybe I am because I don't have a pen. I was going to draw you a gun, and then that would be a 2D gun. There you go. Jadis, how are you? You right? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Hello, Mother Duck. Oh, second pistol. Fucking hell. Second pistol from the left. Bottom. That one, that is a 1911. That's a Gamma air pistol. But that is a replica. Jadis said, are those guns real? Yes. If you mean, are they firearms? No, they're not. Bill D said, what is wrong with you? Well, my shoulder hurts. My knee hurts. I had a sty the other day, which I had to pop with some tweezers. What else is wrong with me? That's about it at the minute. And I'm a bit overweight. What's wrong with you? Hello, Mark Gibney. He said, Camo replay 2-2. There's a nice machine. Yes. How you doing, Mark? You're right, anyway. What's that rifle at the top? What, right up there? That's a, see you later, that is a, that's a Magtech pump-action shotgun. Diak. Drop said, you chugging those fuckers, Bill. Maybe he is. I'm chugging water tonight. I may have a week off this week. Might stay sober on the weekend. DJ D Jack's Clips, how you doing? He said, just had to check the 2-round rule, and it's only for semi-auto rifles, not including 2.2. There's no limit for magazine capacity. Fair enough. Yeah, because I wasn't sure. That's the first I'd ever heard that as well. Thick Fat Chonka said, nice shotty. How long is the barrel? Quite long. I don't actually know, but it's quite long. It is quite a long barrel on that. Shit. I've got quite a long barrel. Cheryl said, Wenner clearly needs a wee bit of counselling. Be true to yourself. There you go, Wenner. Be true to yourself. Rid of the head, shoulders, knees and toes. Got it, yes. Mark said, has that weapon board got bigger? No, just a different angle. A different angle, mate. Bill D said, that's because you've got shit in your eyes. Take care wiping your ass and wash your hands after. Hand sanitizer. Never shit on my hands. Ever. Never, ever, ever. What's the matter with you, Bill? What's the matter with you? No, I'll even clean them now. John Wick said he has rabies. Well, don't go near water then, mate. I know how to scare John Wick. Ooh, Ah, fucking hell, shitting himself now. And if you don't get that joke, you can piss right off. Charles said it's those pissy fingers. No, do you know how I did it actually? How I got a sty? The first time I've ever had a sty, I was stood in here making my bed, right? And I got my duvet cover and I went like that. And the actual duvet cover scratched me across my eye, and it scratched part of the top of my eyelid and my actual eyeball. And that was hurting for about 4 days. I essentially had like a graze on my eyeball. And then yesterday, I noticed it had developed into a sty. Yeah, it's gone. Well, if it was a sty, I don't know, but it was like a little spot that I had to actually pop. Yeah. Rizzy said the gun board is the same. Mike has just shrunk in the wash. Exactly. Hello, Khalid. It's a busy day today. So, oh, Mike, please don't block me. It keeps like, oh no, it's not. That's never me. That's never me who does that. I think what happens is sometimes when there's loads of people on asking questions about weapons, some of the mods mistake you for a non-regular and then think you're like spamming, I think. But no, it ain't me. And I'll do, if that ever happened, I'd make sure you come back anyway. The drop set and the dildo fluffy in your shut you dick. Oh god. Yes. Do you know what? Anonymous. Did you know there are no T's in that phrase? So see what that is. There's no T's in the word when you say it. Bottle of water. There's all D's. Bottle of water. There's no T's in it at all. It shouldn't have T's in it. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. Anonymous. Renato said in England you can have errors in 223 with 30 shot magazines. I didn't know. I thought England was one of the European countries with the most restrictions. It's not as restricted as people think it is. John said old tales work. John, you're the #1 supporter right now. All right, while we are here and talking about supporters, right? If anyone would ever like to support this channel, you can. There are super chats if you want to do those, and there's a thing called Coffee where you can donate straight to the channel if you like, and it helps me fund the channel, helps me do the channel, and helps me live. To be honest, because YouTube is the way I make my living. YouTube is my job, so if you ever want to do that, you can. The super chat bit's down there, and in a minute Nightbot will put on a link to Coffee if you want to go to there, leave a donation. You can leave me a comment and I'll read it out for it, or you can become a member for $1.99, and then when I sell stuff like this you get first dibs in it, and discounts and stuff like that, discounts on the shop. Yeah, so please do. Bill said nice mutton chops. Thank you, Bill. Yes, mutton chops. Glad you liked them. It's all gone quiet now suddenly. What's the matter with you all? I hope you're all donating. John said I don't get any money till I complete my next mission. You are the actual real John Wick, are you? You're lucky I'm not calling you Jahan Wick. Sad Ahmed vlogs Master Kids. Hello, how are you? Mark said, have you heard of the Evernix Rex P? Goes from 2.2 right up to 50 caliber, and it's a PCP. Is that supposed to be PCP or PCP? Fucking hell, I can't even say that one, Mark. No, I've not heard of that. John said, but I'm definitely interested in that walking stick. Friends call me Keanu. Ha! All right, nice one, Keanu. Keanu, you know my email. Just put exclamation mark email in the chat and it'll pop up for you. Anyone can do it. Send me an email and we'll sort it out. That's all right, Mark. I wasn't taking the piss then. It was just, for a second, I thought maybe CPC might be something I hadn't heard of. But no, I haven't heard of that one. I don't really look at air guns much anymore. Hello, Penny. Penny, be on a minute. I don't really look at air guns because I can't afford them. Dr. Renato, no, you could definitely have 223 because Metallic went deer hunting and shot a deer with 223. Barney, I know my eyes fine now, Barney. I'll tell you what, Barney, I actually did clean it with hand sanitizer. I cleaned my hands, the tweezers, and then I held my eyelid up like this, right? Popped it with some tweezers, got a bit of hand sanitizer, and wiped it on my eyeball, on my eyelid. By the way, that's paint under my fingernails. I haven't got filthy fingernails. There's paint on them that I can't get off. Corley Doug said, nice green screen. Amazing, isn't it? I can't get none of the stuff down there. But yeah, Moonshine was black, Barney, definitely. The one and only said, bro, got an entire GTA arsenal. I certainly have. Liam said, do you have any HDBs? Is an air gun. I don't like the what do you call them? The paintball handguns. Yeah. No, I don't. No. You got that one pretty early dropped. You got that before they even fucking started typing that. John said, collie dog. That's how they know. I didn't notice that. Eric, just stop. Just stop. John Wick's here. He's going to buy something off me. I'll believe it when I see it there. Jot said, just doing my civic duty, so you get on your sad dropped. That's supposed to be small. It's a little hatchet. It's a little tomahawk. Little fighting tomahawk. It's supposed to be small. Concealable's the word. Hello, Penny. How you doing? You right? John said, minding my own business, I was. What have you been up to, Penny? Mother said, support WC and help him make more weapons. That's what will happen. If you do donate, I can make more stuff. Yeah, you can butter your toast with it, Liam. Definitely. You can definitely butter your toast with it. It's just a nice hoof pick. Toothpick. Did you mean to write hoof pick? Are you doing fucking voice to text or something? John Wick, there's been an offer I can't refuse. Exactly, mate. Exactly. We didn't create mathematics, said I don't know. So yeah, what's everyone got planned for tomorrow? Get commenting, everyone. Don't want to be. There's a community fucking leaderboard now. Would you like me to read out who the leaders are? The regulars can't let these bloody randomers be first. The first regular, the closest regular is Bill. Bill now. He's number 5. And he's gone off to buy beer. A randomer is first at the minute. Cheryl said, I'm seeing Robbie Williams. Oh, nice one. Nice. Cheryl, then, did you see Robbie Williams' film? Did you see his new film? Gordy Dog said, oil change on my car. Nice. Rita said, we already have. I don't know what that means. Mark said, did you ever get the Body Snatchers movie? No, but, Mark, I have found it somewhere to watch. Like, you know, on a site. Don said, I can't comment while I'm swatting all these flies. Fair enough, Drop, fair enough. I haven't seen it, Cheryl. I've heard very bad things about it, but that doesn't mean it's shit if you're a fan of his. Hello, Andy. How you doing, mate? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Might be good, for all I know. All I know is he's played by... His main character's a monkey. I don't know how it works. I might just put that up there. What do you reckon? Oh, also, don't forget there's a giveaway going on. Thank you, Cleed. I appreciate that, mate. I really do. It is very much appreciated, mate. Thank you. Thank you. People like this make this the funnest place to be. Rita said, we already have let non-regulars get to the first, second, third screen. No, I mean, you can't let them. Don't let them do it. Mark said, are you looking at Last of Us TV? So, I have played both the games, and I really like the games. In fact, there are stickers on this gun board from The Last of Us 2. That's a sticker of Abby there. I've watched bits of it, and I can't get into it because I really like the game so much that it's too weird looking at the characters not being like looking right. But I know people who have watched The Last of Us 2 and haven't played the games, and they reckon it's good. They like it. So yeah. Aquadonkey said, what is the gun above the little Gadsden flag? That is a Norinco Type 86S bullpup rifle. The drop said, must be colourblind. That screen is red. Yes, red round. Thank you, Cleed. Yeah, he said, what did you say? I've missed, I can't find it. Done the coffee, so you. Do you know what, Khalid? It pops up on screen anyway that you did it, so everyone gets to see it, if you know what I mean. And I get more of it if you do it on coffee, so I appreciate that, man. Would I rather eat a dog or a cat? All right. In the UK, people don't really eat cats and dogs, do they? But if I went to a country where they actually did eat both of those things, I'd eat them. It is not Vivek. Piss right off, mate. I don't fall for that bullshit. I would eat a cat or a dog in a country where they do that. They don't do that in this country. So it's very much frowned upon. Those are pets. Now, if I was in, if I was in a country that they ate dog, yeah, I'd eat dog. It'd be quite interesting, I think. I'd eat cat. She said, ask Monty. Yes, ask Monty if I'd eat a dog or not. But not in this country, I wouldn't, because we don't do that. Hello, Pete. How you doing, mate? We need more regulars on. Get some sense back in this world. He said, apparently dog tastes like tuna. I wouldn't. I love dogs, especially cats. Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I do really like dogs and cats. We've got a dog. I love Monty to bits. But, don't get me wrong. I do love dogs and cats. But I also quite like chickens. And I'd eat chicken. Do you know what I mean? It's just, you don't eat them things in this country. Other countries do. So, yeah. It's just, if I was in a country where that's the norm, and someone served it to me, I wouldn't say no. I would try it. You know what I mean? But yeah, don't get me wrong. I do like dogs. I love dogs. Jason actually had a dog in the Philippines. It wasn't too bad. Maybe like a weird tasting chicken. Would you eat rats? If they were bred to be eaten, yeah. What kind of dog have we got? I can never remember. He's a Springer Spaniel. Whichever one out of a Cocker Spaniel or a Springer Spaniel, he's the smaller breed. I can't remember which one's bigger. I think he's a Springer Spaniel because Cocker Spaniel's the bigger ones. He's a Springer Spaniel. And he's a lovely, beautiful dog, but he's also a nutter. Rita said, all this trolling, you'd think you're in the top 10 lolcards before 4chan Reddit. Oh, God. Andy said it's only meat like pig, cow, sheep in some countries. Exactly, Andy. Yes. Penny said, I had a friend in high school go for a trip in China. She accidentally found a cat slaughtering house. Yeah. That would be horrible. But, in that country, that's perfectly normal. Anyway, Penny, how are you? How's your day been? I hope you haven't had a hard day at work. Because what's your WhatsApp number? 999 Let's Be having you. Liam said, got an XL saved before. Oh, an XL bully, yeah, before the band came in. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I've got relatives who've got a lovely XL bully, and it's a beautiful dog. Massive, but yeah, beautiful. Peter wouldn't eat a dog, but would eat pussy, yes. I'm going to shut up because I nearly said something else. Penny said, worked for a minute and got new to. Oh, did you get the tattoo you were saying, Penny? Barney said, my dog just looked at me and shut the door. I wouldn't eat a dog in this country, Barney. Don't worry about that. No. All dogs in this country are safe. It's only if they're serving it up, you know, if I went abroad and they were serving a nice bit of battered dog or a nice bit of fucking sweet and sour cat, yeah, I'll try it. You know. Cat satay. Why not? If that's what they serve in those countries, I don't give a shit. But it's only in countries where they would do that. Drops a lorry, no food talk after 10. Yeah, I think that's why they're all doing it. Farmer's daughter said, so you British blokes just collect staged firearms, don't I? No, I also collect hand tools. I also collect farmers' daughters. Yeah. Would you like to join my collection? John said, didn't I tried banana skin once? Yeah, I'll tell you what, no, we're stopped now. Supposedly, if you can do something to banana skins to get high. Yeah. Didn't smoke. Oh, yes, Penny, I'll have a look at the... Yeah, thank you. Did you send me a picture, Penny? Does it basically don't tell me what it is and I'll eat it? Yeah, exactly, Jay. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Mark said, I ordered a cat. They must have got my order wrong because I felt dog rubbed the next day. Thank you, Penny. I can't look at it at the minute because I'm on my phone, but yeah. Clay said, what's the oldest baton you own? I've got a Victorian one. Victorian military police one. Hammer time, exactly. But yeah, I have got a Victorian one. I'll show you in a minute if you want. What didn't work for you, John? Do I have a suppressed pistol? Yes. I've got it's an air gun, but it's, yeah, because there's no, in the UK, there's no restrictions on suppressors. Fucking hell, I can't talk. Chris said, I've eaten insects in Indonesia. Worms are very meaty. Jay said, do you play with yours, take them out and stuff? I have a couple of PCs. I do a bit of shooting in the garden. Yeah, and recently me and Metallica, my cousin Ben, did a bit of rabbit pest control, and I did get a rabbit. And Metallica kept the skull, the feet, and all that, and preserved them, and yeah. Thank you, Penny. I was just about to do that. Andy said, I've seen videos of people eating monkey brain. Jay May said, I have a 2250 and go foxing. And what's the 2250? I thought the 2250 was the rat catcher. That wouldn't kill a fox, would it? That wouldn't kill a fox, would it? I know, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. But I know the 2240 is 2250 something else. Is that not a crossbow? Please said, do you have an air pistol with optics? I have the capability to do that, but most of my pistols I have as open sights. It's just easier. I need to write something down. I ain't got a pen with me. Bollocks. Where's my thing? Rimfire. Fair enough, Jeff. TJ said I have a 338. Money well drained, yes. That's 39 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Penny, I wish I could look at your thing, but I can't. Depends, it sounds like my tattoos. Yeah, tattoos can be very expensive, can't they? Yeah. Yaoka Konugami. Hello, how are you? I hope I didn't butcher your name there. Every tattoo I've ever had was free. Yes. Griffex said, what is the most sci-fi gun that you have? Probably that one. No worries. I will look tonight though. When I get off my phone, I'll have a look. Is it true lube and the CO2 canisters makes it last longer? Do you know what, Clean? I don't actually know. I think so. I think that does. Yes. Saying that, I'm pretty sure it does. The problem is, I've gone off CO2 guns a little bit because pretty much last time I went to do a shooting competition, every single one of my CO2 pistols didn't work. Dandy said, "Where's ACAB gone? He left hand said backer." Yes. Well, because I started smoking. I can't remember what I was doing now. I needed to send myself a message. Mubashir said, "Can you guide me how to use WD-40 properly?" Well, the thing, Cheryl, how the hell are you number one now? Cheryl's number one now. She ain't commented for like 15 minutes. See how simple it is to get to number one, Cheryl. You just comment once. But yeah, tattoos are expensive. Every single tattoo I've ever had has been free. How to use WD-40 properly? Find the thing that you need to spray with WD-40. Look at it with your eyes. Judge how close you need the nozzle. Press down the nozzle. Hard or soft, doesn't matter as long as something comes out. Go like that. The oil should come out onto the piece of metal. And then look at the piece of metal. Make sure it's got the oil on it. And then maybe put the lid back on the WD-40 and put it back down the side. And I think that should do you. Jay said, don't use WD-40, it strips it. Yes. Yeah, you don't want to use WD-40 on... Yeah, aim the nozzle away from your face. That's a good point. Hello, Gary. How are you? Sight the nozzle in. Hello, Marvel Cuphead. How are you? So I did some more... you can buy these keyrings on my... you can buy these keyrings on my shop if you want. Put exclamation mark shop. Go and have a look. I've started putting sort of less dye on the actual inlaid bit. This is probably the one that shows it the best. There's funny lighting in here. But can you see that it stands out much better? I think that works great. And these will all have actual, like, a keyring bit on it. I just haven't put them on yet. Nice one, Mark. Yeah, Mark's a great supporter of the channel. Yeah, I thought I'd make some of them. I'll take them to the one of the meets I'm going to. There's a 1911 there. It's a replica, but I can't hold any guns because you get chucked off your live streams if you do. Khalid said, what's your favourite gun movie? Mine is Leon. I do like Leon. In fact, I fucking love Leon, Khalid. That's one of my favourite films. I don't know if it's my favourite gun film, though. I don't know. I don't know what my favourite gun film would be. Predator, maybe. That's got some great guns. The dropped. You're back to number one. Judok back to number one. I'm selling those key rings, yeah. Put in the word exclamation mark shop. Go to my shop and go buy some. Do you know what, Gripex? I have never seen any of the John Wick films. John Woo I have, though. John Woo films I have. Hello, Fly Killer. Yeah, Heat's fucking good. I do own Heat. I own a few John Woo films. Thank you, Penny. Yeah. Click that link or go to... So if the link doesn't show on the chat, go to the description of this channel, of this video, sorry. So back out the chat, go to the description, and then in the links there should be the shop link. Khalid said only John Wick 1 is good. Yeah, I've not seen any of them, but I would. It's one of those I just ain't got round to watching. Mother said, told myself to John Wick a few times, never happened. Yeah, it's not that I don't want to, I just haven't got round to it yet. He said, Heat is amazing. It's amazing. They used the FN rifle. I'll tell you what, right? If you like Heat, check out Michael Mann's original Heat film. So Heat is essentially a remake. Michael Mann did a film called LA Takedown. This was before Michael Mann was famous and he was making TV films. And he made a film called LA Takedown. LA Takedown is the original Heat. And it's quite a good film. It's worth watching. It's not as good as Heat. It doesn't have famous actors in. But if you really like Heat, it's like it's interesting to watch where it came from. Yeah, it's the same film. It's just Heat is a massively bigger budget film and longer. Whereas LA Takedown was the original before Michael Mann was famous and had a lot of money and and could hire big actors. Yeah, he did LA Takedown. If you really like Heat, go watch your album. Yes, turn it right on. High as it goes, face right next. But yeah, Khalid, it's worth checking out LA Takedown. I think you'll find it interesting to see how it evolved into the fucking film it is now, which is an amazing film. Aero Mech, how you doing, mate? He said, good day, I'm back after so long. Hope you're well, bro. I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. Hope you're doing well. I do quite a lot of vertical live streams now because they get a hell of a lot of views, which are boosting the channel up, but it does make it a bit difficult to talk to people as much. Do you know, Mother, I have played a couple of the Hitman games, but I've never completed any of them. And when I say I've played them a tiny little bit, but I've got about 2 or 3 of them. Clean said, I saw it at a very young age, gave me nightmares. Al Pacino was very wild. It's a very good film, though, isn't it? Grippex said, I love Heat, and I remember that quote of Al Pacino in the movie. Richard said, you changed, bro. I fucking did. I took my t-shirt off and I put this one on. Spyro hunting an intel team. Hello, Stanley. Do you know what, Stanley? I have seen Deadpool 2. Now, the question is, have I seen Deadpool 1? The answer is no. Oh, shit, I just remembered what me and Metallic watched. I fucking forgot about that. I must have blocked that out somehow. Monday night, me and Metallic watched all of the available Final Destinations in one go. So we basically, in one evening, watched all 5 fucking Final Destinations, ready to watch the new one at some point in the cinema. Yeah, I've seen Deadpool 2. Metallic had it recorded, so we watched it. But yeah, I've not seen the first one. Khalid said, Hitman Blood Money is the only good game. The rest are unrealistic. You won't be able to use the guns. John Marston said, I'm looking for a man named Dutch Vanderlyn. Does anyone know who he is? I'm not sure, mate, but I've heard about him. And I'll come with you to find him if you want. I should bring a shotgun and a revolver and we'll go get him. Stanley said Final Destination is scary. Yeah, they're good fun, though. They get a bit... The problem with the Final Destinations, I like them, but they get a bit... every episode, they all have to realise the same thing. So it fucking... there's like... Every film, there's this same bit where they have to realise what's happening. So you get like 15 minutes of the same shit every single episode, every single film. Sorry, I keep saying episode. So that gets a bit much if you're watching them back to back. And then later on, it depends. The Final Destinations are a bit like the later Saw films, as in they are just to do the goriest, most sort of spectacular deaths, really. And that's what they are. You're not going to get much more out of them. But I like them. Don't get me wrong, I like them. And Tony Todd's in 5 out of the 6 of them. Kelly said, do you have any CO2 revolvers? Yes, I do, mate. Yeah, I've got... That one just there is, and I've got a big sort of 8-inch barrel one, which is based off of a Smith and Wesson. That is a little bit of a Smith and Wesson 358. Is it? Is that might be 358? Yeah, don't know. Hello, Orlin. How are you? Gripack said, "What do you think of Steven Seagal's gun knowledge?" Fucking hell. Well, I don't know about his gun knowledge. It's not a 357 though. No, it's not a 357 build. No, it's not. It's not the caliber. It's a 44 caliber, but the gun is something like a Smith and Wesson 358 or something, or a 368 or something. I can't remember now. But no, it's not. It's not a 357 Magnum. If you give me a second, I'll go and have a look. It's just up there. I don't know about Steven Seagal's gun knowledge, but I've seen some of the other knowledge he has, and it's utter bollocks. Hang on, I'll tell you what it is in a second. This gun. Ah, you bastard! It's on the other side of the barrel. I can't find it. It's the fucking the bits on the other side of the barrel, so I couldn't see it. Andy said, "Have you watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre?" Was based. Yes, yeah, I have. Yeah, I quite like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, Ed Gein, and it's based on it's inspired by two different people in it. Ed Gein, definitely. I can't remember the other one. Yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Have you? Okay. There's 50 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. Have you seen the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre film? Because a lot of people didn't like that. I thought it was all right. The new one. Aaron makes a Steven Seagal. What a fake. It's some of the shit he does is laughable. Absolutely insane. The mental case shit. Yeah, I quite like the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's all right. It wasn't as good as the original, but what I mean is, it wasn't shit. It weren't shit. I quite enjoyed it. You have to. People take these things too serious and get a bit weird, like because there's women in it. I don't know. Gooberham, how are you? You alright? Gibbo, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. Did you leave me a message? I'm not sure whether you did or not. I should try and have a look because I am struggling to sign into the donation thing over there. Let me see if I can sign in. Hang on. Log in. No, I can't bloody log in. My apologies if you left me a comment there, mate. I can't bloody see it. But I appreciate that. Thank you. I really do. It's people like you that make this the funnest place to be. And you lot do help me out massively. Clean said, my favourite horror movie is Trick, starring Omar Epps. It's a fun survival horror. It's like a video game. I've never seen that. Sick fam. How you doing? He said, miss you, bro. Would love to chill, but at work. So have a good night, mate. Well, I hope your night at work is stress-free and goes nice and quick, mate. Take care. See you later. Well, thank you, Mark. I really do appreciate that, mate. Sadly, if you left me a message, I can't bloody read it. Mad Dog said, no car. Hang on. I'm glad I stopped. I knew that wasn't going to be a good one. Mad Dog, no, you can't. Andy said, Mike, put Acre back on your right fingers. I can't do it. I have to write it backwards. Was that my right hand or my left hand? That'd be my right hand on here, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh no, I'm signed in on here. I'll be able to see it now if you left me a message. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that, mate. No, I'm not signed in on here either. Right, hang on. Nah, because the thing is, my laptop is was my dad's, and I haven't put any of the automatic signs in on there or on here. Penny said real life has veterans PTSD, yes. They said the Purge series is pretty good. Because it has veterans with PTSD in it. I couldn't get into the Purge films. It's 41 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. You're more likely to see new ones then. Clay said my laptop was my grandmother's. Yeah, this was my dad's. I had to put more RAM in it so that it was usable. Feel sorry for my dad. He ain't alive now, but he had to use this laptop, with 2 GB RAM, and it was so slow it was shit. That was his only experience of the internet, being slow as fuck. At least he didn't have to deal with dial-up and all that kind of shit. I watched the first Purge film. I couldn't get into it. Mother says support WC so he can make more handmade porn. And when he means handmade porn, he means this kind of stuff, not actual pornography. That's on the OnlyFans channel. Go and find it. I dare you. But I shall read them. Anyone who sent me messages on the coffee thing, I will read them tonight. I couldn't read them on my emails either. I was hoping it would send an email with me saying what it said, but it doesn't. Support WC so he can make more homemade porn. That's what I mean. What's that? It's still homemade porn. Clean said, are blowback pistols worth the money, or is it best to stick with single action? The thing is, I think blowback, it depends what you want. Blowback pistols are quite exciting to shoot because they're more sort of realistic, but they're not. You know what I mean? Because you're not getting the recoil as much. But I don't know. You'd probably get more shots out of a single action. I'm pretty sure, Khalid, you can get semi-autos that are as fast as you can pull the trigger, which is still pretty quick. Mark said, did you see the Final Destination movie, the recent one? No, I watched the first 5. And then maybe when I'm with Metallic next, we might try and go to the cinema and watch the next one. That's the plan. Whether we'll have time or not, I don't know. Gripex says, how's the internet providers there? Yeah, you can get proper fast internet here, yeah. You can get very fast internet here and fibre optic and all that shit. Mark said, no, I read that one. Andy said, I first worked on laptops when I had less than a gig of RAM. And I bet that was hell. I bet that was fucking hell. Andy. Fucking Christ. I had a laptop that had 500 megabit fucking RAM. Never again. Hello, Charlotte Rose. How are you? Dio said, can you show the AK bayonet? If you come back tomorrow, I'll show you it then. Because if I fiddle about with that, YouTube might think I'm holding a gun and shut the live stream down. Mark said it's decent. I'm definitely going to... So me and Meetup watched all the old ones. And hopefully I'm going to go and watch it in the cinema with her. And if it ain't in the cinema when I see her next, we'll just get it somewhere else. You know what I mean? But I do want to watch it. Rowan, how you doing? You all right? Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. So where is everyone watching from? Where are you? Tell me. I want to know. So I want to know what country you're in. No, first I want to know what solar system you're in. Then I want to know what planet you're on. Then I want to know what country you're in. And I want to know what room you're in. And then I want to know what mood you're in. If someone completes all of that, I might give you a prize. Remember wisely, and it better be in order. Clee said Manchester, nice. Silver Lightning said, you look high as fuck. You know what? That's just my natural demeanour. Guitar Freak said, I think you should consider buying a gun. I think so too. Charlotte said, does your country use the M911 Colt 45s? There's a replica there. Silver Lightning said, I'm on Uranus. Nice. Nice. The question is, though, does it smell? Drop said, bet you say that in your sleep and probably give it a thumbs up to. I probably do. I probably fucking do. I'd be too scared to listen to. I once wanted to put a camera and record myself asleep. But if I said something in my sleep, I'd probably be too scared to ever sleep again. Oh, you missed one out, Khalid. You missed one out and you only get one go. He said, Earth, England, Manchester bedroom. I'm in a chill mood. You missed one thing out. You missed one thing out. I said which solar system as well. Fucking good try though. And you are the number one at the minute for trying. Charlotte said, which one of them is a 1911 A1? That in it? That's a 1911 A1 in it? Or am I wrong? Huge Wang. Nice. He said, why did you move to the USA? I didn't. I did not. No, there's other solar systems. There's other solar systems around other where other suns are and and things around them. That's other solar systems. No, there's more than one solar system. We're not living on a flat Earth simulation here, mate. Mother said Mike is from Japan. So you want that ganja, Brody? Maybe. No, I'm not. No, completely sober. Hugh said, there are plenty of solar systems. We're in the Milky Way. Correct, Huge Wang. Correct. It would have been the Milky Way. There you go. The dropped. He said, universe, Milky Way, solar system. And you're in the universe. Milky Way, solar system, Earth, US, Tennessee, back porch, rocking chair, skull. Nice. Oh, God. No, Milky Way is not the galaxy. No. I don't know then. What's our solar system called? Do we have a name for our solar system? Fair enough. Rolo. Fair enough. You're right there. Okay. Does our solar system have a name then? Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. You are right. You're right. I'm not going to argue there. Maybe the solar system doesn't have a name then. Mother said no, just like our sun and moon don't have names. Yeah, the moon has a name, doesn't it? The moon. Mr. Roller, our solar system is called that because... I know, but yeah. Huge Wang says, fuck it. Good. Huge Wang, you Google it for me. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. What was it, solar system? Does our solar system have a name? Huge Wang said, yes, got the solar system. We're in. All right, fair enough. Look, I can accept when I'm wrong. I'm not arguing with you. Charlotte said, the A1s are usually military issue compared to civilian. Charlotte, I don't. These are all replicas. But there was no answer. Andy said, only planets with a sun is a solar system. Yes. Yes. All right, let's try it again. Does the Earth's solar system have a name? What is the name of our solar system? Right, where are we? Harry said 1, 2, 3. Nice, good for you. So, what are you all doing tomorrow? I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. There's 32 people watching. Don't forget to like the stream. So I'm getting asked to confirm I'm a fucking human just to answer this question, even though I spoke into a fucking microphone to ask the question. So apparently the name of our solar system could be, someone look this up. Look up what this is, right? See if this comes up with anything. Someone do it. Put that in and say, what is it? There you go. Someone Google that and ask what it says. All right. Has everyone suddenly gone quiet? Don't forget to like the stream. What am I doing tomorrow? I might have a rest tomorrow because I woke up today and my shoulder was hurting, my knee was hurting, my eye was hurting, my foot was hurting, my wrists was fucking killing me. Yeah. So I might have a nice rest tomorrow. But I might not. Drop said, fuck if I know. Car goes to mechanic next week, so probably cutting trees. Oh, no, fair enough. I thought we were still talking about solar system then. I don't think I'll be drinking tomorrow, Dropped. But if I'll still be on, and I might do a late night one anyway. Thank you, music is moving. Said, yeah, dude, nice wall. Thank you. I appreciate that. Glad you like it. Bill said, the slong system. I saw that. I did see that, yeah. If you think you have a grasp on seeing the tip. Clay said, you know. Hang on. Thank you, Dropped. Said, I'll drink for you. You know, I there were air pistol shooting galleries. I only shoot on the weekend because I live in flat. I know, fair enough, yeah. Yeah. And it's a solar radiation from the sun causes northern lights. It's radiation flares from the sun. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Let's have a little vote. Who thinks I should put that up there? The thing is, if I put that up there, people will stop asking it. And in a way, I find it quite funny. Abayomi, hello. He said, hello, mate. I love the stream. We'll like to be a fan and a friendly hangout together on Discord. Okay, fair enough. I don't really go on Discord, though. But you're always welcome to come here and have a chat with us and have a nice time with us. Do I have any pistols with magazines? As in, like, one that goes underneath? I've got some of the ones with, like, the round magazines, but that's not really a magazine, is it? I don't think any of these do have magazines, like proper in-the-handle magazines. Music is moving to an old drink for you, brother. A glass of whiskey tea out. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, I've been drinking too much, so I think I'll have a break tomorrow. We'll see, though. We'll see. I may get the craving tomorrow and change my mind. And then I'll have a week off next week. We'll see. I want to at least have a couple of weeks off, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Adam said, how long has it taken you to build a collection on your wall? I have been collecting this stuff since I was probably about 14, maybe. Anthony just said he wants to beat me off. No, not a chance, mate. You're not touching me at all, mate. No. If you ask nicely, maybe. Oh no, beat my ass. Again, that still sounds a bit, as the youngsters would say, sus. Hello, Anthony. How are you? Ben said, "Are those airsoft? If you mean are those guns real, yes. Yeah, they're replicas and airsoft and stuff like that. Please, they have magazines in those CO2 connected into them these days. Glocks and Walker PP goes. Yeah, well, I have got. So that one has a round magazine in essentially. That BB gun has a magazine that goes in the bottom. Thinking about it now, that has a weird tubular magazine that holds 32 pellets. Horror movies, yeah. Well, so we watched our Final Destinations. Let me get my list, Penny, and I'll tell you what me and Metallica have watched recently. Because I have got a list somewhere. Ah, shit, I just ripped it. So, I shall tell you what me and Metallica watched. Tried to watch. Penny's quick. Quick, the Queen's gone Roland, yes. We'll save that for a night, I reckon. So we watched none of these. I got a list of like fucking 16 films. And apparently me and Matat didn't watch any of them because she vetoed them all. We did watch I Saw the TV Glow and it was shit. So the films I want to watch are Sinners, The Monkey, Smile 2, Strange Darling, The Moor, Oddity, Cuckoo. There you go. Johnson, Mike has a list. Well, do you know what, Drop? I've got 3 to-do lists going on right now that all have the same fucking shit on them. Ripex says, is there an actual horror movie that has a gun focus? No, you know what? I'll tell you something interesting that I found out about horror movies, right? If you watch horror movies, you will find that the majority of people in America apparently don't have guns, because every time I watch a horror movie set in America and they've got to go in somewhere where there's a haunting or some fucking beast or some fucking killer, they've never ever got a gun, ever. But we're sat there going, just get your gun, just get your fucking gun, go and get your gun. No, they don't own one. They never do in films. Penny said, really looking forward to Strange Darling. Metallic won't watch that with me, but I might try and watch. Yeah, all serial killers. They've never got a gun. I might watch. So Metallic won't watch Strange Darling, so I'll probably watch that on my own. David said, what's your favourite monster beast movie? Oh, I don't know. It's hard to say. Can't think off the top of my head. He said, yeah, there's a few horrors like that. Omar Epps' Trick and The Purge. But yeah, they often don't have guns in them. Which, I know why. Because if they did have guns, they'd go into the room, shoot the killing, and it'd be the end of the film after 2 minutes. The Rock said, you watch Smile because that chick looks like Miley. Don't get me started on Miley Cyrus. Dropped. Her new album came out today. And I could afford to buy it now, actually, with the donations. I might treat myself and get the new Miley Cyrus album. Thank you, Mark. He's got a message now saying, fuck off, you're not allowed to buy that. Colleen said, yeah, I've been in America. Most states, especially up north, are very regulated firearms. That guy. If you mean are they firearms, no, they're not. Oh, The Thing. AR Gripex. Yeah, I suppose that would be my monster beast movie. 100% would be The Thing. Yes, Penny is right. We do love John Carpenter. I have seen every single film John Carpenter's ever made, including all of the made-for-TV movies. I've watched every single episode of anything he's ever done. Yeah, I'm a big fan of John Carpenter. They can be fired, but they're not firearms. So some of them are air guns, some of them are BB guns, some of them are DX. So they don't fire bullets. Khalid said, well, not really, because they're horror characters that are bulletproof. Oh, no, fair enough. I know, yeah, I get you, though, Khalid. But, yeah, you'll find in a lot of films that they don't have guns, and it's just that stereotype that every American has a gun, which I know is not true. I mean, yeah. It's just when you're watching these films, like, go and get your gun. You know, they never have one. Favourite NATO weapon? Oh, I ain't got a clue, Justin. They also said Beast movie, Primeval is a good film. Yeah, Bill's number one fan again. Yeah, probably, I do like The Thing. The film was fucking excellent. I think there is one John Carpenter film I haven't seen. That's a lie. There's one John Carpenter film I haven't seen. That's the Elvis Presley one. But, you know, I probably don't need to watch that one. There's John Carpenter's Possession was the most scariest movie I've ever seen. The theme songs give me stomachache. Well, are you sure that's John Carpenter's film? I'm not sure there's a thing called that, is there? Or do you mean a film about possession? Penny said Anaconda. Justin said, yeah, Ghost. Funny thing is, when I looked up John Carpenter's Possession film, it came up with Ghost of Mars, which I've got most of his films up there on DVD as well. Jay said, did he do Ghost of Mars? Yes, he did, yes. That guy said, living in the UK, what real firearms can you own that will fire ammunition? Well, with a shotgun license, you can have single barrel, double barrel, and pump action shotguns that take up to 3 cartridges on a shotgun license, which is quite easy to get. Firearms license, you can get a lot of rifles in different calibers, among other things. There's a lot. You'll be surprised. Penny said this is tiring, please. What I might do, Penny, I can block certain words, so I might have to block a couple one day. Maybe I'll treat us all, Penny, tomorrow and do a horizontal stream that no one will watch apart from us regulars. Or you regulars, anyway. Beanface McGee said, how far can a 12 gauge fit? Depends how loose you are and how long the barrel is, really, doesn't it? I wasn't talking about myself, I was talking about Beanface. Yes. Little Timmy, hello, how are you? So what was we on about films? Now I saw a picture today that actually brought a tear to my eye. It was such a nice picture. It's an old as fuck picture, but I'm a bit weird with certain things, and I didn't know these people had met properly. But then thinking about it, they have, because I'm sure they've worked together. But I saw a picture of Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi. Yeah, they worked together. And also Peter Jackson and the bloke who plays the tall man from Phantasm in a picture. A lovely picture. Drop said, I'm just arguing with my phone because it keeps lagging. Swear I've reloaded the stream at 10 times and Penny's still ahead. That is strange, isn't it? Hello, Richard Griffiths. How are you? I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. How are you? What do you think of that for a nice little concealable Tomahawk? I think that came out all right. Jay said, I saw Mission Impossible. It wasn't that bad. And I don't think I've seen any of the Tom Cruise Mission Impossibles. Now, the Spirofiles is slightly inspired by Mission Impossible. You know, Carl, how you doing, mate? You all right? Be seeing you soon. Couple of weeks now, about 3 weeks, isn't it? Drop said, where are you on the little slasher knives? You have a deadline to... Don't you tell me I have a deadline to meet, Drops. I might do and I might not. I still need to make about another 6. And I will get round to them when I have fucking time. There's no definite deadline. I said maybe in the summer. No, I did say. I said so. I have got until about late June. Yeah, don't bloody point things out like that. You're telling Penny. Deadline? Never heard of it. Did I say that was a deadline? Maybe. No, I'm taking it back. I have seen Sisu, Richard. That's a good film. I quite enjoyed it. It's a bit mental. Carl said, I'm at home this weekend. Yes, mate, not long. I'm going to bring a couple of things to sell as well, if people are interested. If not, I'll take them to the Wales meet, and they'll probably definitely sell there. But I'm going to knock up a couple of things that people might be interested. A couple of little knives. Survival pry bar type things, some key rings. Am I Rambo? No, my twin brother is, though. Sick Semper Tyrannis. You're the only person I've ever known to actually get that right. Congratulations. The Abyss is good. Yeah, I like The Abyss. That's James Cameron, isn't it? Yeah, I'll bring a couple of things to people might be interested in. Richard said, when is the Welsh meet and where? It's in Wales. I don't actually know the exact place, and I couldn't tell you the exact time. All I know is it's in July. If you go on Funky Prepper's thing, you better find out. Carl said, yes, possibly crossbow bolts. All right, what, like broadheads? All right, Carl, if you're interested in some broadheads, I'll see if I can get some knocked up for you. All right, if I can get some sorted before then, I'll bring some. If not, well, we can all sort it out later. So he said, last movie I watched was starring Made Men starring Timothy Dalton. Nice one. I've never seen that. There's no rocket launcher behind me. Yeah, do you know what? I haven't. What I will do, I need to write it down, Carl. I'll do a couple of crossbow accessories, quivers, bayonets, and that. Bring them with me. I'll definitely be taking quite a lot of that kind of stuff to the Wales one though, because last time when I went to the Wales one for the first time, which I think was last year, but it feels longer than that. I sold pretty much every single thing I took. I barely had anything left on it, and half of it was my own personal stuff. It hadn't been done specifically. I just took it to sort of show it off and maybe sell a couple of bits. Sold the fucking lot. A woman who I need to get hold of because she emailed me a couple of months ago, bought 500 quid worth of stuff off me, car. Yeah. Fucking brilliant. My pockets were heavy. My pockets was pretty much heavy from 4x4 fella. Keep paying for things in 50p's. Oh, and Ken Rajimak, if you're watching, I need to get hold of you to let you know. Well, basically, Ken, I will be going to the meet that you know about soon, the Wales one, and the Derby one in August. Hello, Josh. How you doing, mate? He said that little axe looks cool. What did you use for the blade? That's a bit of a bill hook. So it is proper tool steel, but it's yeah, perfect with that. Headbutting bullets. How you doing? Said Elden Ring Night Rain. I'm still on Oblivion at the minute. Are those guns real? They're real, but they're not firearms. Jock said, cough catch, a deadline took Wales, mate. Shush. What my plan was dropped, if I don't have much made, that whoever did donation knives, you'll get your donation knives this year some point. Hopefully before you'll get them hopefully before the middle of July, okay? If not, I'm gonna have to take some of them with me and sell them and make what I'll do is once a week. If I so basically, no, this is the truth. If I don't have everyone's made by the middle of June, what I'm gonna do is sell a couple of them sell a couple of them at that meet, and then after that meet, once a week, make 2 of them and send them off straight away. So yeah. Drop said, take your underground and make them. Do you know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to make some... I am going to make some shillelaghs, but leave them longer than I would use them. And as long as I take a saw and a file, I can actually cut them to people's exact size then and there. Carlson, I did like the Civil War Bowie build, but I love the curved cutlass. Yeah, there's some lovely stuff, isn't there, Carl? I don't know about the next meet, but that Wales one, I might take a couple of swords. So save up a bit of money, Carl. Just said, nice one, looking cool. I was watching some of your older videos the other day. I like the cutlass you made with the checker plate guard. That's a good one, isn't it? That's a good one, yeah. I'll probably take a couple of swords. Yeah, get saving up, Carl. I'll do you a discount. Trey Sean, how you doing? Show me the Glock. I can't hold any guns on live streams. But no, I took some swords. It was weird, Carl. At the Wales meet, I sold more stuff to women than anyone. And I had, a woman bought one of my swords. Charmaine, I think her name was, bought a crossbow, a fucking great big knife like this big, crossbow bolts, fucking loads of stuff. Drop said, I think it would be good if you made them on site. Get people talking. Yeah, well, do you know what, Dropped? People do actually do sort of demos, don't they, Carl? Some of these people, they do demos. Carl said you can plug in tools with my power, but yes, I forgot about that. I'll bring myself a little drill. Yeah. But if I bring a saw and a file and the ferrule that goes on the bottom, because the only reason I didn't sell some of my walking sticks is because they was to my height, which meant they were a little bit too short for people who were taller than me. So yeah, I'll just leave them long, and I can fucking cut them down to size, fit the ferrule on, you know, and then come pick them back up like the next day or something, or just later. Yeah, that's not why I go to these meets. Hello, Jamie. Happy birthday, by the way. How you doing? But it is a good way to make a bit of money, and like I go to these meets because I have met some wonderful people at these meets, friends I'll have for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? And then you know, like Carl, I've known Carl on here for years, and I can't wait to meet him. It'd be great. Yeah, and we both know multiple people, you know, same people now. Yeah. Bill said, how about Leadfield Club mine? Maybe. I didn't think about that. Well, I probably won't do any clubs because Metallic's making some of those on their lathe. But yeah, I'll definitely do custom. I'll do a load of walking sticks. I'll make them longer than they need to be, and I can cut them down for the person. It's Jamie's birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to Jamie. And also, don't forget to like the stream. If you're watching on the phone, just double tap the screen. Don't forget you can support this channel as well if you want, because a couple of people have tonight. You can either do it on the super chat or you can do it on coffee. If you come back out of the chat, find the links at the top and you can put a donation in. It helps me out massively. Drop said, have her bring it. That's how you make bank. Custom clubs by Metallic. Well, that's it. Oh no, Metallic is going to make some clubs specifically to sell at this meet. Not this next one, but the July one. Yeah, and I'm just going to take a load of random stuff. Great big fucking knives and walking sticks, staves, tomahawks, fucking, you know, loads of shit. Yeah. Roll it up and stick out your bum, yes. Happy birthday, Jamie. I hope you had a good one. What you been up to, Jamie? And how's Louise? How's the kids? And more importantly, how's the collection? But yeah, I'll bring plenty, Carl, and I'll bring some crossbow accessories. Yeah, we did, as I said, we did really good. I think last time we was there, we sold. Well, there was 1,000 and some pound when we finished, and I think about 200 quid of that was metallics, selling our bottle lamps. And 800 quid was what I Drop said, how about throwing knives? I did think about that. I did think about, well, not throwing knives. I did think about taking targets, though. As in a target to, I can't remember what it was. It was to demo something. But I can't remember what now. But I might take at least one fully kitted out redback with absolutely everything on it. And sell that because they fucking, yeah. Carl said, yeah, outdoor times, long nights, good food, plenty of booze, and with good like-minded folks. Exactly, Carl, exactly, yeah. It is, it's wonderful. You have a really nice time, don't you? Bojangle said, are you even allowed to have all that stuff in your backwards country? Evidently, yes. And it's not backwards. What country where you gone now, Bojangles, anyway, so... Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Doc said, just saying, if you can show what things do and how they're made, you'll sell them. I can't remember what it was I was going to take, Drop, but I had in my head to take something and it would need a backstop to demo it. But I can't remember what it was now. But yeah, if I can do some throwing knives, I probably will. Yeah. I've got a big list of stuff to make. I've got a list of stuff to make. Am I related to Blade? Yeah, I'm his younger, whiter, more overweight cousin. But he's doing good. He's doing good. I'll pass on the. I should pass on your hello. Hang on, I'll get my list of stuff that I could potentially make. I'm back with a list. So what I've got written down, Rod. Have you employed God to the heart? Yeah, he's got well, maybe he's about an inch taller than me. So what I wrote down to take to the meets to sell were bayonets, quivers, slings, broadhead bolts, and bodkins. Bodkins would be good for crossbow accessories, basically. Knives, which will be fixed blades, big ones, little ones, and maybe some homemade folders, friction folders. Survival pry bars, which I've started making again. So these have got the prying nail puller blade, a bit for your ferro rod. There's a survival kit taped underneath this handle, so you can take the paracord off and use the paracord, but still use it with the survival kit taped to the handle. That is a bottle opener and a tin opener. A sharpened hook for cutting things like seat belts. And this is another prying section, which is also a another pry bar type bit. So I'm going to make some of those to sell, because people have always wanted one of them. Funky's wanted one of them for years. So yeah. If he lets me in for free, I'll give him one. I've already fucking paid. So yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what I was even. Penny, do you like those? Maybe I'd sort you one out for Christmas. So anyway, that's survival pry bars. Carl said it's like the Bushcraft show, but much cheaper. Exactly. Yeah. Key rings and patches, which I've been making. Walking sticks, which I'll actually keep longer than they need to be, unless they're yardsticks, and then they're supposed to be 3 foot anyway. That's what they're supposed to be, because it's a yardstick. Catapults, potentially, but I'm not going to put bands on them, because I don't want to, you know. Swords, war hammers, and maybe war axes. Bandana weights, money pouches. And there was an option to do those wallets and hair clips, like out of leather, with like logos on. Merchandise, including my business cards. Books, but I ain't got no books made. And then I've always got stuff like torches that I can sell anyway. On-site level, oh yes, MOD knife sheaths as well. Because a lot of people have those MOD knives and the sheaths are shit. So I'm going to make a couple of them. Ripak said, do you think our gun laws will evolve, or is it final when they stop making it? Oh, guns? No, I think they're still evolving, yeah. On-site level work would be good, but I don't know if that'd do my head in. But yeah, I do need to do some, I'm going to make some MOD sheaths. MOD knife sheaths. Drop said, or even a book bound in leather. That's the money right there, yes. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. But yeah, there's plenty I can take that I can make at home reasonably easy and, you know, make a decent bit of money out of them. The drops are trying to remember something that Mike never mentioned. Could be anything. Guys, yeah, count me in for an MOD knife. Have you seen the one I made, Carl? I'm gonna make them well, you can sort of say what you want. You'll see this in real life soon, Carl. When we meet up, you'll see it in real life. This is the one that I made for Metallic's MOD knife, and this is like the version to show everyone what you could have. So it's got a pouch, ferro rod holder, strap that goes over the back, leg tie. There's the belt loop there. And you can basically have combinations of what you want. So I'm going to probably bring a couple of versions. They're slightly wet formed as well, so you can actually see the shape of the knife underneath it. But hello, Tactical, you're right, mate. So you can have rivets to strengthen it. You can have it without the pouch, without the ferro rod. You can have different belt loop. You can have a strap that goes around that way. All stuff like that. So I'm going to do a couple of different kinds. And then you can say, yeah, you know, I wouldn't mind one like that, but change it a bit. And then I could go back and make it and, you know, we'll sort it out and we'll go from there. But you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the one I made for metallic, and I will I'll bring a couple of other versions. A basic version, which is just a sheath. And so this would be like the dearest, most complicated one. And there'll be like a more basic one and then a very simple one. But they'll all be made from decent leather. Carl said, yeah, defo, I've got something smaller that fits my Oak Ridge, but not big enough for the MOD beast. Yeah, these are beasts, though, aren't they? And the fucking thickness of them blades means you do have to have a fucking decent sheath, don't you? It's hard to get because these are like over a quarter. They're like 3/8 of an inch thick, I think, aren't they? The professional Zaki is putting boobs on. Good for you, mate. The drop said, how much was that half a K? But about 110 quid. So not too bad, really. The amount of leather you get, it's fucking loads. That's have been out to the local, nice. Anything interesting happening? I might need someone to do a timeout in a minute or a block because I can't do it. Someone sort this shit out. Carl said it was issued in a Land Rover toolbox. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Drop. Yeah, I can't do the timeout thing. Andy said, put ACAB back on your right fingers, Mike. Looked back at the old stream. Left, right doesn't change. I haven't changed it. Like say. Yeah, these are nice knives though, aren't they, Carl? But yeah, I'll bring a couple of them. So there'll be this one. There'll be a slightly more basic version. And then there'll be the basic version. And when I say basic version, I just mean it won't have pouches and it won't have a ferro rod and a leg tie, but it's still going to be a really nice leather sheath. But they'll all be slightly different, so you can look at them and go, oh, I wouldn't mind one like that, but with that feature. You know what I mean? And I can go and do that, and then you pretty much get your own custom fucking Amadine. Or you might look at one of them and go, actually, I like that one. I like that. You know what I mean? Hello, Can Gummus. How are you? AA, how are you? You right? But yeah, the clasps can be like that way or the other way or down here, round like that, or up there, around like that. And yeah, all different variants and variations. The pouch has got a nylon strap as well. So you pull that nylon strap and it pulls your stuff out. It just helps you get your stuff out. Because pouches can be quite difficult to get the bloody stuff out sometimes. Yeah, so it's got all the features that you might want. Just putting the stuff back in now. I'll be honest with you, Josh, it wasn't my own idea, but it it doesn't half make a difference getting the stuff out the pouches if you've got it if you've got a tab that you pull and it pulls the stuff out. Yeah. So you have a little bit sticking up like that, and you pull that, and it pulls it out. Yeah, otherwise, they're a bastard. The other option is to have a hole at the bottom so you can push it up, but then it depends what you put in it then. That's lots of drinking helps me get stuff out. Don't know. You seem like the kind of person who keeps it all in. Tactical. Don't get the like the stream, everyone. Yeah, I need a T-shirt that says "Don't forget to like the stream" and "Are those guns real?" Yes, they fucking well are. Hello, Token Pirate. How are you? Pete said lots of tugging helps me get stuff. Yeah, same here. Helps me get stuff out. Peter's got one of these next to his bed, but it's not filled with hand sanitizer. Doctor said, as someone who is always chasing a lighter, that's a great design. It's clever, isn't it? Yeah, I won't pretend it's my own idea, but it doesn't half make a difference getting stuff out of them pouches if you sew a bit of nylon on and you have it down in the pouch like that, and then you just pull it and comes out. By the way, Penny, if you find modding a bit like work, it's all right. You don't need to sort of. I appreciate you doing it, but I know it can be a bit much. But we can concentrate on the proper dickheads if you want. I do appreciate your work, I really do. Conrad said, "Damn, that Sun accent, sexy, isn't it?" Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. By the way. Thank you, Carl. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah. These vertical live streams, they get a lot of views, but they also get a lot of randomers and a lot of weird shit going on. But, it is what it is. Drew, there is no Mosin the Gat. No, there isn't. So yeah, Carl, I'll bring some stuff. I'll bring a couple of things to the meet soon. Fucking Christ, it doesn't matter. It don't matter if I say it anyway, but I don't like giving away too much details. I'll bring some stuff to the next meet. Booze, yes. I need to have a word with Metallic about that. But I'll bring some stuff. Token Pirate said, "I'm in awe of your collection. Is that a buffalo rifle?" No, there's no buffalo rifle. There's no buffalo rifle. Fucking hell, I can't talk. There is no buffalo rifle. Fucking hell, that's hard work saying that. But yeah. Davidovich. That is a Marinko Type 86S bullpup rifle. Looks like a fan, that's though. So anyway, where were we? What was we talking about? What should we talk about? Have you got any tattoos? I have one. Backer. Not really what it is. What's your favourite tattoo? No. Sussy backer, yes. That's different tonight. Tactical is this tonight. Apparently my tattoo artist loves David Lynch. Oh, nice. Nice. That is very cool. Gotta love a bit of David Lynch. I love David Lynch. Show us the Beretta. Don't have one. Andy said, "What do you think about Funky Prepper saying people need to prepare for bad stuff coming to England?" I don't know. I like Funky. He's a decent bloke. I get on with him all right, and I've met him. He's a good bloke. I like Funky, and I'll be going. The preppers meet he organises, and people do enjoy his videos. I'm not really a prepper. I really go there just to meet people and camp out and have a laugh. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. People really like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know, Andy. He's better off doing what he's doing now, and he knows that. The stuff that was going on before, it got him fucking loads of views, loads of subs, but it also attracted a lot of negative attention. Exactly, yeah. There was a lot of negative attention going on, and a lot of negative stuff, and and he knows that now, and he's gone back to how he was. But I mean, I don't know. Carl said he is fear-mongering along no food shortages. Well, that's the thing. A lot of these issues I don't see them, so I don't know if they're going on or not. But yeah, that's certainly not happening my way. David Duchovny as a trans female in Twin Peaks. Yes, as I can't remember her name now. Janice popped into my head, but I don't think it was. But yeah, I don't know. People watch funky stuff and they get out of it what they want. You will see people on there saying, he's fear-mongering that. But if you think that, then I don't know. Don't watch them videos, I suppose. But, I don't know. That's what you get paid to do. I don't know. Franky's alright. I don't like Franky. What is my favourite gun? That gun there. In fact, Franky's a good bloke. I like Franky. That is a Norinco Type 86S bullpup rifle. Hello, Terminator. Is that the Terminator I used to know years ago, or was that a different Terminator? What's my favourite revolver? Colt Python. Just there. Just above this bottle. Colt Python. Apparently that's my wife's favourite part. I need to watch the all of Twin Peaks again soon. Carl said, I don't know now. It's the thumbnails that puts me off. I'm the same as you, actually, Carl. I don't like and I don't like this on any channel at all. I don't like clickbaity thumbnails. That's why I don't do them myself. But they do get the viewers in. That's the thing. I don't like them. They put me off as well. I totally get you, Carl. They do put me off as well. But that's what you have to do nowadays to get the views. I refuse. I refuse to do it. The doc said it's only like it because he has a super specific name. And what the Terminator you mean? You only like... Oh, what do you mean? Colt Python, I've never seen Walking Dead. Token said old school cowboy swag. There's a couple of cowboy guns up there. Tactical said to Carl even in 20. How many badgers could you knock out? Oh, I don't know. 5 or 6 maybe. Are they drunk? Am I drunk? Bill said, Mike, did I ever what? As many as a woodchuck could, yes. Oh, God. Nice one, Carl. Yeah, you call him out his name for who he is. Tactical pirate. None of this bloody tackleberry bollocks. None of this bloody tackleberry bollocks. I don't know who the fuck that is. I refuse to acknowledge them. Tactical pirate, yeah. Right, I'm going to put Metallic's sheath away because that's her knife and her sheath. He changed, but he fucking well did. He did. Tactical pirate said, get over it. It's been 2 years now, for fuck's sake. Never, tactical pirate. I'm going to call you out every time you're on it. PJ says, so like I was saying earlier, I have a 338 Lapua. Nice. Nice. Elevated said, do you ever go down the range? I've got a range in my back garden. I have. I've got a little air rifle range in my back garden. There is a range near me, actually, where you can shoot rifles and that. And you can rent them as well there. Carl said, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum. I said, you tell him, Carl. Fucking Tackleberry. I've never heard of him. And you dropped, you better stop calling him fucking Tackleberry because I'll block the fucking name otherwise. Andy said, I heard US has a problem with non-Americans taking their homes warning. I don't know. I don't know, mate. Don't know. Elvis said, you farting in there, I can smell it. You must have a hell of a sense of smell, Elvis. No, actually, you know what? I haven't farted once tonight. I would tell you if I did. Landon said, real weapons, if so, cool. Why are they not cool if they're not real? It's not a fucking hologram, mate. I could, Penny, do you reckon I should just put that up permanently? That would save people asking. Jot said, I just call him Tack, like the government issue biscuits. Is that good enough? If you take the K off of it, I'll accept it. If not, I'm blocking the word. I'm going to block the word Tack, Tackleberry, Tackle. I'll block them. They can never be shown ever again. If you take the K off of Tack, and then I'll accept it. Dandon said, you mentioned air guns. I'll get air guns. That's an air gun right there. Carl, you still got any of your air guns, or did you sell them or anything? I don't know. Still got yours though. Landon, I have not done that at all because if I did, I would be breaking the law and could go to prison for over 5 years. So no, I haven't, and I never would. Bill said, I was curious what you thought about Long Pigs. Oh, I still haven't watched that yet, Bill. I still haven't watched Long Pigs. And Dropped is back at #1 fan. Dropped, have you got this #1 thing coming up? Don't let me down, Dropped. I want to see you. I'm back. Dropped, don't let me down. I want to at least see you as top 3 tonight. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Hello, Fergus. Same to you. The Drop said, I don't have to swat as many flies now. Oh, God. Hey, now. Hey, how you doing? I saw a good meme the other day about, I'm going to have to look it up because I'll butcher it otherwise. Oh, why doesn't the UK have Independence Day? Because we're the reason that other countries have to have Independence Days. Yes. We don't need one. Because we've never been fucking conquered. The Drop said, always help when there's a lady on the spanners, yes. Penny said that's what she said. The Drops are solid and reliable. All the same tack. Thank you, Drops. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Carl said, yeah, I got the HW80K BC SMK20 brake barrel. It's a fake HW95 Crossman rat catcher, 1077 repeat, and the Wolfer CP99. Nice. Hey, so you still got them all then, yeah? Oh, that's what I was going to do. I've just remembered what I was going to do now, Drop. Why I needed to take a target. Now, I don't know if this will happen. But I had an idea of doing a little impromptu shooting competition with Carl at one of the meets. And we could take a target and do a little live, like real fucking, not live, but, you know, person-to-person little shooting competition. Yeah. I'll think about that. It would involve taking an air gun, though, somewhere. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. But yeah, we could do a couple of shooting competitions. Yeah. Even if it was just one round. Well, with Carl or anyone. But Carl was the person I was thinking of doing it with. Because Carl has been in the shooting competition at least twice, maybe 3 times. And I'll be honest with you, there will be a couple of people there who have joined in the shooting competitions. If what's his name? RDP has joined in the shooting competitions about 3 times as well, and I know he sometimes goes to them. Carl says CO2 pistol we can sneak off. Yes. Yeah, because that would be quite... maybe I'll look into it, Carl. Maybe if I can find a very quiet pistol, maybe I'll bring one and I'll have a little... Hello, Mr. Trex. I will have a proper... Let me write this shit down. Carl. I'll tell you what I would probably have on me, though, Carl, anyway. Hang on. One of those minks, I would probably have a fully kitted out pistol crossbow anyway. So we could do a shooting competition with one of them with a proper backstop. Don't do that, Penny. Don't write tack with a K. Don't do that to me, Penny. The Jot said you have to say these things out loud. I can't surmise your agenda. But yeah. Potential impromptu shooting competition. But I may have a fully kitted out crossbow to sell anyway. We could do a demo and a shooting competition. It would have to be careful though. I don't want to fuck about, piss people off. So we might have to like maybe go into one of the other fields or something, or as long as it's safe though, because I think the only time people ever got in shit shooting something was because they were shooting stuff not a proper backstop. Potential. I don't think anyone moaned until afterwards, and it might have been when they shoot. I heard that someone might be shooting something around. Oh well, you probably know, Carl, so I won't tell you more. Carl said, yeah, I got a pistol crossbow. So, yeah. Well, we can always use the same thing anyway. We can always use the same thing. So if you've got something or I've got something, we could both use the same thing anyway. Like you use it, then I use it. As long as it don't piss people off. I don't want to be that bloke, do you know what I mean? But yeah, you know what I mean? I'd always, you know. Carl said, you do a recce out of the way, the less you see, the better. Exactly. Penny says Penny does what she wants. Yes, and what I mean, though, Penny, is you should want to not put the K. I wasn't asking, I wasn't telling. I was politely and lovingly suggesting it so that you might go, oh, yeah, you know, maybe I won't. Hey, leave it in if you want, Penny. Who wants to get Summer? He said, hey, I'm Britain. I'm pretty sure they'll 2-2s. Pete said, I'm a nerd. Who's not a fucking nerd, mate? Who's getting accused of being a nerd? Me, I suppose. Someone accusing me of being a nerd. Penny said, Penny does what she wants. Again, Penny, but you should want to not say it on my behalf. You should want to. As long as I'm not asking or anything like that, I'm not telling you, I'm not even suggesting it. But you should want to not put the K just because, you know, just because. Drops a U, never that. I don't know what. Oh, what geek? Geek, nerd, giant. I've heard. Oh, yeah. Rob is up for shooting. Nigel has a rifle. Oh, nice. Well, there you go then. So that, you know, that means we could. It could be done quite easily, I reckon. A little impromptu shooting competition. Put it on YouTube. It'd be quite good fun. And yeah, as long as we're out of the way and not pissing people off or doing anything dodgy, no one can really say anything. Meat Man said, I like your collection, thank you. It does sound very dirty. It does sound horrendous. Yes, elbow deep. Mo said, damn, my guy is strapped. I thought for a second, you were talking about tactical. Is strapped. Yeah, on YouTube when we get home. Yes, definitely. Yes, yes. Who wants to get Goo Ditto? I don't know. Tell us about your war. I've been collecting this stuff for about 25, 30 years, maybe 30 years. But I'm only 25 though, so I don't know how I was doing it before I was born. There are air rifles, air guns, deactivated guns, replicas. The sword I made myself. That knife I made myself. That sword I made myself. That's not really a knuckle duster, that's a hand strengthener, and that's a Christmas ornament. There you go. There's a beginning. Johnson, I just assumed you're always greased up tactical. Yeah. Carl said we'd be creeping around camp like fucking ninjas. Ah, yes. Yes, exactly, Carl. Fucking hell. Yes. Moo new dog he said, how'd you find your stuff? I make a lot of it. A lot of the other stuff I used to buy online or from catalogs and stuff like that. There's 82 likes. Get liking everyone. Let's see if we can get the likes above 100. See if we can get the likes above 100. If we do, I'll do something spectacular. But yeah, there's 37 people watching. Don't get the likes the stream. But I don't know, Moon. I haven't bought anything for quite a while. Most of the stuff is either stuff I've had for years or stuff that I just make now. I make a lot of my weapons now. I made this little Tomahawk. I might bring a couple of those as well to sell at some of these meets. Write that down. But yeah, you know, 100 likes, one backflip. I don't know about that. Yeah, no, fuck it. 100 likes and I do a backflip. Or 100 likes and a backflip will be performed, should I say. No, it's been said now. Yes, 100 likes and a backflip will be performed. Penny said, Penny's patient has waned, be warned. 100 likes, no press up. No, 100 likes and free zipper action. Fuck it, I do all three of those things. I do all three of them. I do all three. Basically, so we get some zipper action. Have I got the good jeans on that can actually do zipper action there? Oh, fucking hell, not good zips on these, I tell you. Shut up, Tyler. Don't tell us your little secrets. Tyler's coming on to me now. Tyler, I don't mind you telling us your fantasies on here, but, you know, there is private messaging services if you really want to do that. I know I'm sexy as fuck, but, you know, don't proposition me on a live stream, mate. I'm into women. Or can Tyler be a man and woman's name? I don't know. John said a backflip landing in a press up while zippering. If that's not worth a like, yes. Yes, I do it. 100 likes and I do that. Carl said I get more views on shorts, 1K plus. On my long videos, 80% of views are not subs. Very odd. That's what's happening on here, Carl. The reason this is full of a lot of random people is because it's a vertical stream. It's getting sent to the shorts tab, and then it means it gets a lot of new people. I don't know. Views are views, and they do. The more views you get, it does help other videos. But yeah. Even my proper videos at the minute, Carl, I've got, what have I got, 46,000 subscribers? The last two videos I put on have about 100 views, which is terrible for me. Yeah, the algorithm's a bastard. I hate it. I fucking hate it, Carl. It promotes shit like this. Don't forget to like the stream though, everyone. But my proper videos that I put a lot of effort into, they don't send them to anyone. knock out a short, as you say, you get 1,000 views on a short in like a day, don't you? Proper video, be lucky to get 100 in a fucking week, and then it's like dead. It's a shame. But at least what you can do, you can sort of promote. You can promote the other videos with a short sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, shit shorts, 1K, yeah. Sometimes it's worth doing a short and then sort of promoting the, like, this is a short of a longer video sort of thing. Yeah, the algorithm, yes. Dr. Dead, you need to do AI thumbnails that have nothing to do with it. I can't bring myself to do it, Tactical. I can't do it. But true, I can't do it. But yeah, you can. I'll tell you what you can do. You can actually link. I think you might need to do this on a computer though, or something more than a phone. But on a shorts, you can actually link a longer video in the shorts. It's actually at the bottom. So what you could do, you could say, I'm just doing a short video about my camping. This is what we've been doing. This is just a short version of it. If you look below, you'll see a link to the full video. And that's actually linked on the shorts. Or you can always just go, this is a short video on the camping I'm doing. Don't forget to check out the full length one. And it might send some people over there at least. You know what I mean? But YouTube's very weird nowadays with how it promotes your stuff. It's a pain in the ass. It's not very sort of consistent or fair, really. You have a look tomorrow, Carl. The drop said, make sure you have a surprised face in the red circle. Seems to work for everyone. Yes. Yeah, it's on... What I noticed, Carl, is... I can't remember if you can do it on the phone, but on the computer, when you've... No, I think you can do it on the phone. Basically, there's a bit where you link to a longer video. But yeah. H. Holus said, sup, bud, how'd you get all those guns in the UK? Well, so all of these are stuff that doesn't need a license. So it's all like airsoft, air guns, air rifles, replicas and stuff like that. Doc says, sounds like work. I just watch this. Yeah, fuck it. Who wants to do that? Tactical set. Well, if I had firearms in the UK, they wouldn't be allowed on the wall either. They'd have to be locked up in the safe. Tactical, £1,000 knife I picked up for £5 and a close-up of you looking at like you stubbed your toe. Yes, yes. Don't forget to like the stream. Nico, you can have firearms in this country. I just don't have any because I don't have a license. But you can have firearms here. Carl said my first channel years ago was monetized on 500 subs. I binned it. Yeah, that's a shame. You'll get back there, I reckon, Carl. And yeah, you'll get back to where you were, I reckon. But YouTube's quite different now. I've been on here for fucking 17 years. And it used to be a lot easier back then. And every video was sort of fairly shared. They're not now. There's a little bit on YouTube that you read and it says, how do YouTube share videos? And it says the algorithm has no preference. It says the algorithm has no preference into what it shares. And then it says it shares videos on the amount of likes and views previous other videos have had. So that's why it does have a preference. Basically, the more popular your channel is, the more shared your videos will be. So the more you get shared, the more you get watched, the more they'll share it. So that's not fair, because it means new channels or small channels, or channels that had a break, they get binned, they get chucked to the side for people who are uploading more regularly. But yeah, you might have been ill, or you might have, but before it was always, if you put a video on, people searched it, they would find your video. Now what happens is, if you search something, YouTube will show you the 10 videos that are more popular first. So it will show you the ones that have had more views from bigger channels first. So if you looked up how to make a knife, it will show you all the big channels first. And then maybe 50 down the road, you might find my one. And you could even write in specifically the exact thing I put as a title. It still won't be the first one. Yeah. It's a shame, and it never used to be that way. If you just search something, it would just show everything equally. That's it. I'm that old. I remember no ads. Your last video, I got 45 seconds for an ad. So, yeah, but it's paying for things now. Tactical. I think I get pissed every weekend now. Joking. Spirit Consola. No, that's quite a funny name. I hope you only use blanks, but the sword is that's lovely. I made that sword, you know. I actually made that sword. There you go. I'll put it full screen just for you. Well, not full screen. Fig Pucker said, just lost my dad today, been battling cancer for 4 years. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. I really am. The drop said, attention span these days lasts just long enough for people to click a picture. Well, that's true. Yeah. But, you know, there are ways to work the algorithm, but I refuse to do it because if you want to work and take advantage of the algorithm, you basically have to do very, very, very similar thumbnails every single time. And basically, you have to do very similar videos every time. And I refuse to do thumbnails that look all the same. I'd rather not do it. And clickbaity thumbnails, I'm not going to do that either. And the other one is to do very similar videos constantly. Again, I have a very eclectic channel. I might be doing a DVD review. I don't do them very often, but my stuff changes very, very often. You know, and the algorithm can't really understand what my channel is properly because of that. Random Diddy said, I have baby oil collection. Do you? Nice. I heard you've got tons of it. Carl said, yeah, keep it real. But that's what I'd rather it not, you know, I'd like the channel to get bigger, of course. And, you know, it's growing. But I'm not going to grow it by taking advantage of an algorithm and making things what I class as weird. You know what I mean? I don't want to be knocking out the same video every week, pretty much, you know, and thumbnails that all look the same. Because it's not me. You know what I mean? I could do better with my thumbnails, but I'm a lazy bastard. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. If this live stream gets to 100 likes, I will be doing a backflip onto a press up at the same time, doing my zip up and down as a reward. Did I say I will be? Anonymous, what's your favourite weapon? Knuckle dusters, but I can't own them anymore. Tactical said that's what kept us coming back for you. Thank you, Tactical. I appreciate that. But that's what I don't want to be same as everyone else and clickbaity and fucking I hate that clickbait shit. And like some of the channels I used to subscribe to are really fucking like I can't think of a better word for it. Cringy and weird, and it's like they're now aimed at like fucking. They do the trendy lingo that kids do, and it's like I'm not into that bullshit. Carl said, "Walk in the woods, make a brew. 20 times is boring." Yes, you know, it's all right every now and then, but not the same thing all the time. What I mean is, it's all right doing the same thing if that's what you're doing, but that's not what I do, and that's not what I watch for. The 1911 there, Sean. I can't hold it though. I like to watch channels that do lots of different things. That's what keeps me coming back. I really watch people for I watch people's videos because I like that person. A lot of the time, the content is just part of it. I'm really watching someone I just like. You know, my good friend Tetsubo. He does everything from talking about politics, everyday life, fixing things, making weapons, book reviews, game reviews. And I like watching him because I like him and I like listening to him talk. And he's a good bloke. You know what I mean? So he can do something different every time because he's interesting. I'm not interested in watching... Now, if someone did the same thing every day, that's fine as well. But it's not what I do because I would find that boring. Yeah. The first film says you're arming yourself for the next World War. I come from the future, mate. I've seen World War 4. I've seen World War 4. That one was fought with sticks and stones. And I'll tell you one thing. They do break your bones. Hello, Lego Kid. How are you? But yeah, I don't like all the what do you call it? I don't like clickbait, and I don't like fucking meme type of stuff. I find it I don't know, boring. And it's like appealing to the lowest common denominator, essentially. 90 likes, get up to 100, and I do that backflip, press up, zipper action thing, up and go. Forgot what I was saying now. The fucking chat hasn't moved on my fucking phone for God knows how long. Good job I was having my fucking computer on me, innit? Nope, hang on. Fuck's sake. Where's my pen? I've lost my pen. Carl, you'll be back on in a minute. I think Penny timed you out for a minute. This guy said, you got any llama arms? Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Never heard of them. Yes. 90 likes. Got any World War II guns? I don't think I have, you know. I did have. I had a Bren gun once. Got goat arms. Oh my God. And there's regular human arms, yes. thing is, hang on, I'm gonna go back and look. Tactical actually made Carl say that. So technically, Tactical should be timed out as well. This guy, Spanish, I had a 9mm llama. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Scroll back up, Penny. Look what Tactical said. He's the one who caused Carl to write what he wrote. So yeah, Tactical's the one that did it. Anyway, Tactical, how are you? Carl, you should be able to type now. Carl, say something to me. Yes, you did. You mentioned cooking. So the next day, you mentioned cooking. So Carl wrote what he did the next day about that. Yes. May not have had forbiddens in it. No, you're not banned, Carl. No, you're not. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Steezy said, I thought that pen was a really skinny bifter. No. You're all right, Carl. You got timed out. We got a new rule. No talking about food too late at night. The problem is, as soon as you mention it, everyone does it on purpose. It's all right, Carl. It's because you mentioned food, and Penny rules with an iron fist on these. So she timed you out. Where are we? I'll be on for another 10 minutes, by the way, everyone. So you've got 10 minutes to get. I'll tell you what. I'll explain it to don't, Carl. You'll time you out. Got 10 minutes to get another 8. And I can't take it back once it's been done. I can't take it back once it's been done. I can't undo it. Got 10 minutes to get the likes over 100. Where are we? Dad said, bro, man, you look fried as fuck. Nah, I'm alright. I'm completely sober. I'm completely sober. Not stoned. Jot said, I do my best to. What did I say? Not fried, he's just handsome. Look, it's 12:30 at night. I'm a bit tired. I don't bother opening my eyes properly at night. What's the point? Mother said, I have a question. Go ahead, ask your question. Ask your question, Mother. Mother said, you'll have 100 for your weight. It won't count then, though. It's got to be on the stream. Come on, Mother, ask me this question, man. Oh, hello, will my finger do you back? I've seen Dozy backflipping like a young Jean-Claude Van Damme. I've actually done that, that like lorry thing that he did. Mother said, already, there's no question there. I did not see a question there. Penny said, Maxine or Pearl, favourite. I liked, I don't know, they're both very good films. They are both very good. But, I don't know, I quite liked Maxine. I liked that one bollock bit. Like, fucking done it for me. That was amazing. Carl, I've sent you a message on Instagram. I'm American too. Every time someone says something, it always reminds me of Dr. Steve Brawl when he says, I'm a doctor too, you know. I don't know what kind of doctor Dr. Steve Brawl is, but if you know who Dr. Steve Brawl is, then, you know. Mike is from Japan and he's changed. I told you I changed my t-shirt earlier. Penny said I knew you was going to say that. Jock said, well, shit, worth a try, Wilma. What, you're trying to get the likes up? Look, you've got 5 minutes to get the likes over 100. Favourite Nosferatu scene? Oh, I don't know. Because in the new one, it doesn't have, hello, Christopher Rogers, I am high on life. On the new one, bounce on it, the new one, I always like the ship bit, and I like the bit when he goes like this. Not, this is his whole body, not just his arm. But when his body, like, he comes out the coffin like that. That's great. It wasn't in the new one. Let me down. Let me down. Doctor says, I so want to see the backflip. Get making some fucking accounts then. Get making some more fake accounts. Or come on with your other fake accounts so I know what they are. Also, that now means that there are fake likes. So I'm going to have to discount some of them. Favourite BBC Dracula episode? Oh, I don't know. Because that was good. I really liked that. But one of my favourite bits of that is I did like the element where he'd been like asleep under the water for all that time, and then waking up in modern times. I thought that was fascinating. Penny Sinar's mum, she ain't too bad. She went to the doctor's today, but she has to go at least once a week anyway. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. If you get it over 100, I'll do something special for you. No, she ain't too bad. She's not falling asleep constantly. She doesn't seem so bad. Yeah, she's all right, Penny. She's all right. She's all right. She ain't terrible. She did attempt to start reading again, did I tell you? But she wanted a specific book that I couldn't find. But I'm going to have to clean up her room soon, so I might be able to find said book. That's all right, dropped it. It gets over 100, I'll accept it. I don't believe it's going to get over 100 in about 3 minutes, though. Yes, the right to bear arms. There you go. Well, there's your bare arms. A completely different look now. I have bare arms. Penny said the whole bit about how the living room was the greatest room ever. Oh, I forget about that. I can't remember, Penny, but it was, I know, I'm going to have to sit here in a vest next time. That's a completely different look now. It was a Stephen King book, I know that. It was a Stephen King book. Adriano, thank you. It's an awesome collection, my good sir. Thank you, I appreciate that, mate. Mother said F35, F22. Oh, I don't have a fucking clue. Anonymous said, did you pull the sword from the stone? Well, I am a king, by the way. I'm a king. Dad said those forearms, have you borrowed those from the crossbow there? Yes. I got a crown over there. I've got my own crown over there. Yes. Would you like to see me in my crown quickly? It's 30 people watching, 95 likes. If you get 5 more likes to put on, I'll do something special. There's a fair bit of hair on there. You can't quite see it as much. Johnson, only ever might make it. It's getting us close. Thing is, you've only got 1 more minute now. You need 5 likes in one minute. Favourite Outlander, the fucking one that ended it all. The one that had Claire Hardley in it. RB said, if you're a real lemon squeezer, then bring them biscuits over to Canning Town, mate. Fuck's sake. Andrew said, yo, is this a good live? Yes, it is. It's the best live you'll ever see. 95 likes says it's good. 95 says it's a good one. Oh, it's half. I'll give you another 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, I'll do it by my clock up there, which is 2 minutes slow. There's 30 people watching. Get liking. If this gets over 100 likes, I'll do something special. Why do I like Terrifier? Because it's nice and gory. It has some good practical gore in it. Penny, you're my #1 fan. Look at it. Penny's now my #1 fan. I'm going to have to sit like this. Oh, someone took their like away. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Mother said everyone can like the stream. The question is your loyalty to the king? Yes. Someone took their fucking like away. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's just what I needed right now. Because I don't actually want to do the thing that'll get it over 100. I don't actually want to do the thing that I'm being asked to do. Andrew Lieberson, I like your weapon wall, mate. Thank you. 90. There's not 94 people watching. There's 32 watching. Get liking the stream, everyone. Do you like my vest? Yeah, we'll have to piss off in a minute there. Right, I'll be on tomorrow. Don't forget you can support the channel. You can do super chats. You can do donations via coffee. The link is in the description. And you can become a member. Camilla said they're wet watching this. Well, get a towel and dry yourself off. You might get cold. Tata said, just do it Discord and we can vouch for you that you really did it, yes. Jock said, pull a tit out, Mike. We can do this. That's paid for content, mate. That's paid for. Same with you, Camilla. There's an OnlyFans if you want to see it. If you donate enough, I'll send you private pictures. It's up to you. The best thing is, though, it's not the best thing. The ironic thing is, Camilla's probably a bloke. Oh, God. Mother said, "Oh, Carl, you're back. His dad will set me up, pirate bastard." He did. He fucking did. He did. Pirate bastard. Oh, God. For fuck's sake. I will be off in a minute, though. But I'll probably do a late night one tomorrow, whether I drink or not. Maybe I'll do a late night tomorrow one and we can have a nice late night chat with me completely sober. How's that? We'll do a private one if you want. And I'll put up with you like while you're all pissed like Richard does. I know how Richard puts up with it. It comes on all night completely sober. Can't say got any curry on the way. Fucking hell. I should have gone off on a said. I'm going to get rid of it fast. Because she'll end up like timing you out for 24 hours. Right. I need to go. See you later. 96 likes. Sadly, not enough. See you later. Oh, good night. Yeah. No, I need to go off. Because it is late and I might be keeping people awake. Thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. And I will, I'll see you all tomorrow night, about 9:30ish, till about 12:30. And then I'll probably do a late night one. Yeah. All right. Cheers for watching. Thank you for your very hard work moderating tonight, Penny. I do appreciate it, by the way. Yeah. Cheers for watching. Thank you for the donations to people who did donate. Mother's getting himself deliberately timed out at the end. Right. Good night. Thank you for watching. But sadly, it did not make the 100 likes on the live stream. But that's fucking great. It's been a long time since I've had nearly 100 likes on a fucking live stream. I'll tell you that. Right. Yes, the drop said good luck out there, everyone. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.